Right now. Hey, thanks for watching FunkShop TV. I'm Biggs. You're watching us right here on Twitch, www.twitch.com/FunkShop TV. But if you're watching us right now, you already know that. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm sitting here with Anthony and Michael. Tom, once again, is MIA. Don't know why. Sean will be back with us after ice cream season is over. Thankfully. Big ups to Rainy Day Ice Cream. And Sean being the entrepreneur he is. This is episode number 11 or 12, something like that. Season 3. If you haven't seen any FunkShop TV before, you can go watch the previous episodes on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/FunkShop TV. While you're here, do us a favor. Make sure you click up here at the little heart and follow us. If you have Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch and subscribe to us. That way, Twitch will actually start giving us a few bucks and we can buy some more equipment so we can do a better job of bringing you what we call news.
More cords on the table.
Yeah, so we can have more cords and more of a mess. But be able to do this more streamlined and properly.
Although if we had a different soundboard, I don't think we'd have as many cords because we'd be able to consolidate it all in one location.
We'd still have to have one cord for every mic going into the soundboard.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be exploded everywhere.
Right. Well, the soundboard takes up a lot of room.
Yes.
So we're using like a 1922 Alesis 1622 mixer that my mom donated.
It's definitely older than me.
So I appreciate it, Mom. Thank you. We made your garage sale mixer work. And it sounds okay. You know, at least it works.
Yeah, it does what it needs to do, and that's what's important.
Yeah, at least it gets the job done. So you can hear Anthony. What's up, Anthony?
Not much. Just hanging out. I did my fantasy football draft today. Apparently, they thought I had the best draft, even though they gave me a B+, and somebody else got an A-. But they said I had the best draft because I was the 10th pick.
Well, ratings don't mean shit, honestly.
I know, but, like, I'm pretty proud of myself. My first fantasy football draft, I think I did pretty hot.
Good.
How's yours?
You know, I wish I would have auto-drafted. I honestly wish I would have auto-drafted. Every time I went to pick I had somebody in my queue.
Picked it?
Jason got him. So, like, 5 times. 5 times. Jason nabbed him right before I did. So it means, you know, we pay attention to a lot of the same games and a lot of the same players.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, that asshole.
He's probably looking over your shoulder like, who do I take next?
He was definitely upstairs, so he couldn't see who I had in my queue.
X-ray vision.
Yeah, could have been.
Hidden camera.
Well, if you have a hidden camera, why aren't you letting us use it so we can have an extra camera for the set, Dick?
This is a good point.
It's hidden.
It's a 720, not a 1080.
What an asshole.
Yeah, we'll say that. What an asshole. Jason the asshole, everybody.
Yeah.
And Michael's here. He's running the boards and switching the cameras. So if you hear me talk but see Anthony's face or vice versa, it's because Michael's not switching the cameras properly. What's up, Michael?
Not much. Just, another day at work. And the draft, yeah. I still got to look at mine to figure it out. Like, I think mine's on auto.
Yeah, you auto-drafted today.
So
probably better than Paul's.
It will notify me of my players, like which players I got.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I will look at it a little bit later.
Yeah, I'll help you go through it and set your team and
Okay.
pay attention to who you need to, like, if you have people on buys the same week. If you auto-drafted, you should be good to go through the whole season until half your team gets injuries, which is seems to be the way it goes in the NFL anymore.
Hi, Paul's mom and dad.
I couldn't pick them because, being at work.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thanks for watching, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Appreciate it. If anybody has a network card that plugs in via USB, hook it up, throw it my way, so I can give it to my dad. He can put it in his computer, and Mom and Dad can watch us at the same time.
showered says, Jason!
Oh, Stephanie's saying Howard. Saying hi to Jason. He's back. He's already out of the studio, so
He's long gone.
he's
Probably
probably.
went back upstairs. Or he's in the kitchen. One of the two.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Oh, Jason
We're
said
not.
hi, Mom and
We're
Dad.
talking about Stephanie Howard.
Stephanie Howard said hello.
Hi, Stephanie Howard.
Hi, Stephanie Howard. So we have a lot to talk about today because we didn't do an official one last week. There's going to be some stuff that you already know about, but there's some stuff that's important to me that I want to kind of talk about and get off my chest a little bit. And we are actually have a full outline. But our outline was 23 pages long for this show. So
Yep.
you may want to pop some popcorn and get some refreshments and prop your feet up because we're going to be here for a while.
Yay.
With that, we're going to get right into what's hot and what's not. Michael, what are the hot movies for the week?
And the hot movies. The hot movies are Crazy Rich Asians.
Again?
Yes, again.
Why are
Come on.
these Asians so crazy
Apparently,
and
that was
rich?
all Asians in that movie. And it was $22,235,000.
Whoa.
The Meg. That's the one with Jason Statham. That's the one about the shark. The big.
Okay.
Megalodon.
Yeah, the Megalodon.
That's the one.
And that one's $22 million. Same amount. $22,235,000.
Wait, hold on. Are these the same numbers from last week?
No, we didn't do one last week.
Or 2 weeks ago?
No, they're updated.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy, because they're like the exact same.
Alright.
You must have really
Yup.
good memory.
Is the last two like 12 million-ish? Because if they are, they're the same.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Mission Impossible Fallout, $7 million. It came in third. That's the new Tom Cruise.
That's down about $500,000.
Yeah. Operation, yeah, because this is new one. This just came out. Operation Finale, $6 million. Apparently, that's based on a true event.
I'm not familiar
True
with
story.
it.
I've never heard of
I
it.
just heard about it and I just looked it up. That's the one with the Hitler.
Okay.
Hitler's deadliest.
Does he at least have his mustache?
No, his deadliest lieutenant is what they were looking for in there. And
Yeah, I want to see that, actually.
And Searching, $5,700,000, which I didn't hear about that one, but the
Which
other
one?
ones I've had.
I guess Christopher
Mom
Robin
and Dad
isn't
said
on
hi,
anymore,
Jason,
so-
and hi, Poncho. Poncho is Francisco, Mom and Dad. Just so you know. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, it's alright. That was it.
Music.
Well, video games.
Video games comes after music.
Reading's really hard, sorry.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Oh, Mom said yes, we know. Yeah, I figured you know, but I just wanted to get it out there. Eminem released Kamikaze. Surprised everybody. Didn't tell anybody who was releasing an album. I haven't had a chance to listen to the whole thing yet. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. From what I've heard, I love it. He's back to the old Eminem lyrically, taking some shots at some people like Ja Rule, which I'm glad. I don't know why Ja Rule's trying to make a comeback. Stay under the rock, dude. You snitched. You need to stay in hiding. Ja, you're a punk, and you heard it right here. I'll say it to the whole world. But I think the album is phenomenal, from what I've heard.
He's gonna tell all the bad things you did know, Paul.
Ja Rule, he can tell them. Anybody can expose all the bad things I did. I have got nothing to hide. If you want to hold something against in my past against me, so be it. More power to you. I'm still going to be president someday.
Paul has 3 nipples.
No, I have 2. But I can't show them on Twitch. Twitch
Dang
doesn't
it.
allow it.
Nope.
Nope.
This is the worst.
So check out Kamikaze. Let me know what you think. If you've heard Kamikaze, you can call us 360-768-5997. It's funny when we ran the phone number last week, or a few days ago, we gave out the wrong phone number. So
Did you call those people?
I didn't call them. I
You
don't
should
know.
probably call them on air and apologize.
No,
It's also 9 p.m.
I don't want to.
probably
Yeah, I
not.
don't want to call them this late.
Also Sunday.
So I'm going to get right into it. According to Billboard, the top pop are Girls Like You, Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B,
Yay.
Better Now, Post Malone, Love Lies, Khalid and Normani, I Like It, Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin, Back to You, Selena Gomez, In My Feelings, Drake, Youngblood, 5 Seconds of Summer, No Tears Left to Cry, Ariana Grande, No Brainer, DJ Khaled featuring Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Quavo, and Delicate, Taylor Swift. Once again, Taylor Swift is back on the pop charts. How about that?
Boo.
Top Country, meant to be for the 39th time in a row, 39th week in a row.
Wasn't it 38 last 2
It was
weeks ago?
37 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I added
Math
2.
is hard.
I see that. So meant to be, BB Rexa featuring Florida Georgia Line. Oh, it's 40 weeks at number 1.
40 weeks. Wow.
Did we skip 3 weeks?
No, we skipped 2, but you must have gotten it during the middle of the week. And
Okay.
it's at the end of the week, so this must be updated.
Tequila, Dan and Shay. Drowns the Whiskey, Jason Aldean featuring Miranda Lambert. Mercy, Brett Young. Simple, Florida Georgia Line. Heaven by Kane Brown. Sunrise, Sunbird, Sunset, Luke Bryan. Life Changes, Thomas Rhett. Get Along, Kenny Chesney. Break Up in the End, Cole Swindell. And the top rap, R&B. In My Feelings, Drake. I like it. Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. Fifi, 6ix9ine featuring Nicki Minaj and Murda Beats. Can we get Fifi off the top 10 list, please? I just don't even like saying that word. Better Now, Post Malone, Lucid Dreams, Juice WRLD, Sicko Mode, Travis Scott.
Oh, hey Ron.
Hey, Ron. Taste, Tyga featuring Offset. No Brainer, DJ Khaled featuring Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Quavo. Booed Up, LMA. And Yes Indeed, Drake and Lil Baby.
I'm glad you remembered your login, Orchid Flame, whoever you are.
Hey, Orchid Flame. We're both watching from the same computer.
They need a USB network card. Right?
Yeah, they need a USB wireless card because my dad's computer in his office is far away from the router, so he needs a wireless USB network card to be able to get his computer online.
We have a 50-foot...
We can't give him our cable because then we won't be able to run properly. You saw what happened the other night.
And then he won't have nothing to watch. He'll just stay at the computer for nothing.
That's fair. We should... Just kidding. Sorry, we can't give you that.
The whole purpose of him getting on the internet is so he
we
can
only need like a 20-foot one.
set up his own Twitch.
Maybe, I don't
No,
know.
they need much longer than 50 feet.
Oh. Big house?
It's like opposite ends of the house. Oh. So, Michael, what's up with the video games?
Video games. So the video games for it's Far Cry 5, publisher by, is it Ubisoft or UBI?
Ubisoft.
Those are two
Ubisoft.
different companies, aren't they?
The same thing.
No, it's just the same one. It's just
Okay.
pronounced differently. So it's UBI
I thought
or
Ubisoft was like
Ubisoft.
a combination of two companies.
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's the same. Ubisoft is isn't that the Assassin's Creed people?
Assassin's Creed.
I don't know. Whatever. I think Ron knows this. Ron, Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft, right?
Yeah. And then we got a.
Stephanie said the song Fifi is so dumb, the video's worse. I can only imagine. I haven't
She
seen
says
the
she
video.
has one.
She has a Fifi? Or
I would hope not, for one
I
thing,
have one.
but that's not what we're talking about. Ron says it is Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I'll figure out a way to come and get that from you this week.
And then the
You're my
second
best
one
friend.
is God of War 2018, publisher by Sony, which is really good. Then we got Monster Hunter World, publisher by Capcom. That's apparently a lot of people play that one a lot. They got Call of Duty World War II, publisher Activision Blizzard. It's a really cool game. We know that one. And Dragon Ball Fighters, publisher by Bandai Namco. So really good.
Now, out of the three of us, you're the biggest gamer here. How many of those games have you played?
I want all three to be played.
How many have you played?
One.
Fail. You're not a real gamer.
I've played 0.
I played none.
Money. I
You've
had
played
money.
Call of Duty.
I would have played Far Cry.
I do play Call of Duty, but that's not on the list.
I thought it was.
Yes, Call of Duty World War II.
Oh, it is on the list?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I have played one.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. That's
See?
on the list?
Yeah.
It wasn't last time.
4. It is now.
Weird.
Must have picked up again.
That's weird.
Maybe they're all playing it because of Black Ops 4.
Yeah, that could be.
Could be coming out. So they
Or there was a price drop.
could be because they're pushing it and a lot of people want to play it.
Yeah. I play it.
Orchid Flame says he or she has played all but Dragon Ball Z. Orchid Flame, do we know you?
I don't know. It doesn't matter either way. My turn?
Michael, thanks for the video games. Yeah, your turn.
You're welcome.
All right.
What's hot with TV?
I guess Shameless is starting back. Oh my gosh, Ron. I guess Shameless is starting back up. Castle Rock is on Hulu,
Thanks, Stephanie.
and it's great. I've seen the first 3 episodes. It's I I think it's supposed to be after Shawshank. It's a Stephen King. It's based on a Stephen King book.
Sharp
And-
Objects?
No, Castle Rock.
Okay.
I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes, and then my internet died. Not relevant. Yeah, and then it's pretty good. I'm done with you, Ron. Stop texting me. Sharp Objects, don't know anything about that, but it's on HBO. Better Call Saul is amazing. Love it. It's spin-off of Breaking Bad with Saul Goodman. Saul Goodman.
It's all good, man.
That's the joke.
But
Yeah. No, but that's literally why his name is Saul.
oh, wait
Yeah.
wait until I get my little touchpad sound effect thing going.
What up,
I
dude?
want it. It's
Sean
great.
is here.
I would highly recommend
Sean,
it.
what up, Sean?
The
Orchid is an
Sinner.
acquaintance of mine, apparently. So, I just don't remember.
The Sinner.
I apologize.
Okay, that's cool. The Sinner is a TV show. I actually just watched. I guess it's like the 3rd and 4th episode. I haven't seen the first couple. My roommate was watching it. It actually seems pretty interesting. It's about a kid who murdered his never mind. I'm not going to go too far into it and ruin things. Murders his parents is as far as I'm going to go. And Detroiters on Comedy Central. I have no clue what it's about, but I assume it has something to do with Detroit.
And it's
And
probably
it's funny. Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Well, I
I've
mean,
seen-
it's on the top 5 and it's on Comedy Central. So
I've
that
seen
means
some
it
stuff
must
on
be
Comedy
funny,
Central
right?
that I didn't find funny at
Was
all.
it top 5 on the ratings?
I have no idea, because I never
Doubt
pay
it.
attention to those.
So anyway, Shameless is starting on September 9th, 9 p.m.
I can't wait.
That is the same day football starts back up. I will not care about Shameless and watch football.
Well, it's at 9 p.m., so it technically
There's
it's-
probably a game still going. At
there
that
is a game still going, and that's technically when we're supposed to be going on air, too, but we'll go on air after Shameless is over.
Quick news on Shameless: this will be Emily Rossum's last season.
She
You
said
know
that
news,
2
John?
seasons ago.
It was. I saw an official post.
I saw it was official that Emily Rossum is not going to be on the show anymore either. That's Fiona.
Stephanie says Sharp Objects is dumb. I don't know anything about it, but I hear it's dumb. Probably
Yeah.
Stephanie, I guess.
I hope Fiona doesn't leave, but Shameless is Shameless with or without her. She doesn't make the show. I used to think she did.
I know
But she
very
doesn't.
little about the show. I watched 2 episodes.
I can't believe you haven't seen them all. It seems like the kind of show that you would just be into. To
You
me.
really think that I'm just like everything in my life is just all about drama, huh?
It's not all about drama, though.
I think that show is just like
there's
the
a lot of-
epitome of drama.
No, there's a lot of chaos. Like,
All right, I am chaotic.
yeah, it really makes me feel good about my life.
Makes you feel like you're not as fucked up as everyone else,
Yeah.
even though this is a TV show.
Yeah.
And then you realize you are.
Yeah, Shameless is Blorg's boy.
Love you, Mom.
All
right.
Longest boy?
That might be Stephanie's kid.
Could be.
So shout out to everybody in the world. We were going to talk about the Florida video game shooting, but I don't want to give a whole lot of publicity to that. Basically, a kid got pissed off because he lost, so he left and came back with a gun and shot everybody that beat him.
Okay.
Moving on.
Over a football, basketball game. Because it was no football. It was a Madden. It was a Madden convention.
Right, but the winner of that convention in Florida got to advance to a nationals in Vegas.
Yeah.
So he was mad that he wasn't getting a full paid trip to Vegas.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
I bet she leaves the show moving away with that guy too. Steven. Yeah.
Didn't we figure out who Bry was last time?
Is Sean drinking again?
I would assume so.
Yes, the show is awesomely amazing. Absolutely agree. Shameless has been I've seen every episode out now probably 4 or 5 times each. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, because every time I'm
You just really want to feel better about your life.
no, it's not that. When I date somebody, I want to make sure that they get into the show too. So I'll watch through it, or like roommates, I'm like, you've never seen it? We're gonna watch it together. We're gonna have a Shameless marathon.
And I'll be like, goodbye.
Oh, I don't mind.
So hey, we have a phone number.
Can you read that?
I hope so.
You know you have a
One of
camera
these-
right in front of you. Right?
Oh wait, hold on, but it's not facing me. But it's not on me.
How do you
Hey,
know? You don't
so, Tom,
Oh.
What up, Tom?
Tom, why aren't you here?
You got it?
Please come to me, Tom. We miss you.
Tom, what up?
So here's the phone number to call us.
Tom said he'll be here in 15. He's going to come join us.
Sweet. Yay! 360-76...
768.
8?
Yes.
5997.
Right. I was trying to tell him hold
Oh, it's too close.
Yeah.
No, it's right there.
It's good.
It's
We're good.
Yeah.
No, we see it. I see it, Ron. I see it. But I can't see it, actually. But, yeah, he needs to go.
I already blocked him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And Michael,
I know it wasn't you, Ron. Shut up.
Michael, feel free. If anybody was putting stupid shit in our chat like that, go ahead and block him.
Right.
Also, his
I don't like blocking
Squeezer
people.
of Hog.
I really don't like blocking people. I don't like censorship. But obviously, if they're doing it just to get the attention and not engaging.
Oh yeah,
block 'em.
I have no problem with people engaging and like conversating about what they're feeling
Look, you
or
can- you
their
can-
opinions.
you can
But
go
as
and-
soon as you start just posting random penises, that doesn't make sense to me.
Just watching the show from Safeway.
Oh, Safeway. I don't think I need anything from Safeway. So,
Oh, bring me a
We'll see.
Snapple, strawberry kiwi.
strawberry kiwi Snapple for Anthony. So video game shooting. It was over a sports game,
Yeah.
and he got mad that he lost and didn't get to go to Vegas. So. that's
Hey, we got 5 bits.
Whoa! Mom's
Thanks,
bidding.
Mom.
Mom gave us bits. Thanks,
She's-
Mom.
Oh, she's
She's
the
the
new
top
highest
one.
bidder.
She's the new highest bidder.
Hey, takeover. Sure.
You want to move to current events then?
Yeah. Current events. Now, excuse me if my reading is really goofy. I didn't really get a chance to go through this too much because we had 23 pages of notes to go through. So we're just going to go on its way to Japan right now. We thought was a hurricane. It was a hurricane a few days ago, but now it is not a hurricane anymore. It's become a super typhoon.
So
Oh,
it's
so
worse than what it was before?
Yes, officially Super Typhoon Jebi to hit Japan as 20,000 people are ordered to evacuate.
Huh.
The most intense storm of 2018 so far, Super Typhoon Jebi, is barreling its way towards Japan, and 20,000 people have been ordered to evacuate. Jebi, a tropical storm with winds of around 260 kilometers an hour, which was upgraded to a super typhoon on Friday, is expected to hit the east coast of Japan by Tuesday. The typhoon is the equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Honshu, the largest Japanese island with a population of 100 million, is directly in Jebi's firing line, and 20,000 residents across central and northeastern parts of the country have been ordered to evacuate, reports Newsweek. Although forecasters expected the typhoon to have weakened to 160 kilometers an hour by the time it reaches land, AccuWeather senior meteorologist Adam Dowdy said the storm could lead to flooding and severe damage to property. Well-built homes and businesses may sustain major damage, while widespread power outages and water shortages are also anticipated. Jebi previously passed the American territory of Guam and pummeled the northern Mariana Islands, though no deaths have been reported. Japan has hit hard recently with 2 typhoons and a severe tropical storm in August. 200 people have been killed following torrential rain in July, with landslides destroying homes.
Sean, if you're gonna evacuate, you don't need to tell us about it.
Oh, Sean.
Might be
I also
drinking.
realize you're drunk, so
Tillamook ice cream is 2 for $6 at Safeway. Look, Safeway has a lot of huge deals right now because it's Labor Day, so take advantage of it. Thoughts and prayers to everybody in Japan. I've got family there. I've got a lot of family from there, and they've already had a lot of death and damage due to severe weather this year. We all are aware of hurricanes and tornadoes and typhoons and stuff that is damaging our earth. And the argument is it's all natural, but I bet a lot of it could be prevented if us as humans weren't such dipshits. But that may
I don't know
just be...
about like typhoons and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, 100 bits by Blogs.
Whoa,
Blogs
we are.
Boy.
We definitely. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the $1. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We don't want to slaughter your name.
Boy.
Blorgus boy.
Blorgus
Blorgus
boy. I don't
Blorgus
know,
boy.
something.
There you
Blorgs
go.
boy.
Blorgus boy.
Belorg's boy?
Hey, you should type out how to say your name so you don't say it wrong. New highest tipper.
Man, 100 bidder. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I haven't been on Twitch that long, so that's impressive. Thank you. We appreciate it. We are saving all of our bits, which is pennies.
We now have a new record amount of viewers at 16.
Hey, how about that?
19
Thanks
now.
for tuning in. What's that?
19.
19?
Yeah.
19?
19. Up to
Dang.
19 viewers. Man, you guys rock.
Hey,
I feel
all of you.
all fluffy inside.
If you guys stay till like what time? 10:15? Belorgus boy. If you guys stay till 10:15, we'll do a shout out for everybody who's here.
Is that another 200 bits that was just dropped?
No.
I don't know what that is.
What?
No.
I think that's the symbol for 200, bro. The symbols
do you-
change based on how
Oh,
much
and
you
he got a
do.
little gold coin next to it too.
Yeah, because he's number one. He's at,
Okay, gave us 2.
that's 300 total.
Did you just give
Yeah.
up? Wow.
Yeah, he
All
did.
right.
That's-
Thanks, bro.
So
Yeah.
you're stacking our bits in our biddy bank instead of a piggy bank.
Biddy bank.
Biddy
Oh,
bank.
Good idea.
Woo!
Filling up our biddy bank one bit at a time, and for every bit we actually get 1 penny in our account. So we appreciate every single one of them.
Oh, it's
Hey, that's my.
That's what I figured. I
That's
figured
good.
that was Stephanie's kid.
well.
He's a
thank
good kid
you,
though, man. I like
Stephanie.
that kid. He's using my card. Great. So now we're gonna get chargebacks because she's gonna go and reverse them all. You poop monster. I will find you. Thanks though.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Feel
Do
all
you
Foreman-
really think
Foreman Wuzzy inside.
Do you think that like Twitch would take back like $3 of bits though?
They can reverse it. No, actually, bits I don't think you can.
Not with the bits.
Donations you can.
Donations and the things from the subscribers.
So subscribers can request their subscription money back.
No.
So I subscribed, but I didn't like what I saw, so I'm unsubscribing and I want a refund.
No, maybe not. Refund.
Refund. So
I
if you haven't
watched
done
it
so
for a
yet,
whole month.
make sure you click on the heart right up here and follow us. If you have Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime and subscribe to us, FunkShop TV, because we're going to be here like 1, 2, maybe 3 times a week.
Hi, Kunkchev.
We
You
wanna
also
get-
sound familiar, but I can't remember who you are.
Right.
Oh, that's Kunkel.
Oh,
Kunkel's watching again?
what up, Con?
My boy.
Long time no see.
My boy.
That's right.
One of my absolute favorite people in the world, and we disagree on a lot of things.
That guy I've
politically.
never met but know of.
I love him to death. Love him to death. I DJ'd his wedding. Was very honored to DJ his wedding. I'm honored to call him a friend, and one of my favorite people in the world.
Sorry, and I photographed his wedding too. And
You did take some pictures, yeah. Yeah.
That was really cool.
So we need to put an asterisk by your name, Blorgus boy.
Why?
Actually, Stephanie.
Right.
The asterisk.
Oh, you put another 100.
Woo!
He's gonna spend another one.
$4.
That's a whole
We
dollar.
are rich, guys. We are just the richest.
All right, enough. Stop, because Stephanie's gonna come and take it all back from us. Knock it off.
She's gonna come over here and beat us up for our lunch money.
Oh, Dan, I have absolutely no doubt it's mutual, man. Like, straight up, one of my favorite people in the world. So, continuing on, because this is going to end up being like a 4-hour show now.
Oh, gosh.
You know, actually, we're going to have to stop around 11:45 and then restart around midnight. After midnight. So because we have to log different days on
I
Twitch.
might just like, at that point, I'm like, I have stuff in the morning, like early in the morning, like 8 a.m. So I might just leave my stuff here and you guys keep going.
Another 100.
Woo!
We got $5.
Enough, dude. Enough.
That's $5. I won't
Great. On to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
That's you.
Is it?
Either
I
way,
don't have.
really
I have not Puerto Rico. Oh, here we go. I got it. All right. Death toll in Puerto Rico way higher than Trump administration claimed. Okay. So, Carolina Moreno from the Huffington Post for nearly a year, experts and journalists had speculated there was a severe undercount of deaths after Hurricane Maria's devastation of Puerto Rico. So it's no surprise this week when local authorities raised the official Hurricane Maria death toll from 64 to 2,975. following the publication of an independent analysis by researchers at George Washington University's Milken Institute of Public Health. Headlines focus on how the death toll made the storm the deadliest U.S. natural disaster in over a century.
But it's Puerto Rico. It's not part of the United States, right?
Oh, no. Not if you're...
Oh, wait. I'm thinking...
Not if you're Trump.
Sorry, I was having a Trump moment.
We need to stop having Trump moments because those are deadly. They kill... How many people did that kill? Like 2,911?
Trump didn't kill those people. He just
said they didn't die.
He said they didn't die. It's not like he could have prevented it, but...
He could have. He evacuated.
He also he didn't treat Puerto Rico like it was a U.S. territory either. So.
I'm sure if he treated them right and he actually cared about them, he could have evacuated some of them.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, gosh.
I got nothing.
Stephanie says, I gave him 10. Clearly he's going to do one by one.
He should do one bit at a time. Just
take up the chat forever? That'd be horrible.
Now you just gave him an idea. And he's like, wait. Okay, here we go.
Well, he's already given up like 700 of them, so he only has 300 to go.
And that's still quite a bit for one bit at a time.
So there was no way to monitor the deaths. One of the biggest problems in Puerto Rico was that the local government had no way to assess the magnitude of the storm's impact in the days after it struck. They just couldn't tell how many people died. Now that we've, I guess a year later, 2,900 more people than we thought. 2,900.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of percent increase. I can't do the math in my head right now.
I remember when he was talking about it, when he went there afterwards, and he was like, now this is something like to the effect of wasn't a natural disaster like Katrina was, but it's still bad. As he's...
Kunkel says, Biggs, have you researched the Puerto Rico deal?
I have not done a lot of research on the Puerto Rico deal. What's up with the Puerto Rico deal? That's pretty vague.
And Steph says, it seems a tad racist to name a hurricane who killed a bunch of Puerto Ricans in Maria.
Yeah, I wasn't going to read that. That's just being...
Yeah, it is.
Play on words, being funny.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Get it?
Maria. Right. Got it.
It would have been really racist if she named it Pedro.
They found shipping containers unopened that were full of supplies to help people, but were never distributed.
I had heard that. I do want to look into that. I heard that there were numerous shipping containers that were not distributed properly. There was a failure on Puerto Rico's part. So there was a lot of miscommunication by Puerto Rico officials as well. That's why part of the reason why the death toll numbers were so small.
We're rich.
So we're not blaming it. We can't blame it all on Trump by any means. We can't blame really any of it on Trump. It's just during Trump's administration.
Oh no,
just
I would never blame a president on a natural disaster. I would just blame how they responded to it.
Right. It definitely could have been handled better. That's for damn
sides.
sure. On all sides. Absolutely. Absolutely. So thoughts and prayers to those in Puerto Rico as well.
I'm curious where he went, where he said that it wasn't as bad as Katrina, when there obviously weren't just dead bodies everywhere or something.
I don't know.
Like, did he even go?
I guess the terrain is pretty rough in Puerto Rico and it's hard to move around sometimes. I have no idea.
No, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Sounds like Tom's here.
Or...
Tom!
What's up?
Hey, Tom!
Hey,
He made it!
So,
Guess I'll go around.
yeah, sneak around. You're good. Over the river, through the woods.
Man, I'm so boring. Just everybody's looking at me, just all boring stuff.
Michael, push up mic 2.
This needs to...
Actually, push up mic 1.
So put down my foot.
Yeah.
This needs to turn more. You have friends.
I have friends,
They're
finally.
baseball players.
Or you can scoot down this way.
Baseball players
Two
and
of
the
them.
basketball player. Yeah.
Steve Blake, man, he was a good Blazer.
I don't know anything about it.
Actually, they're,
Oh, he's
they're good.
underrated
Those
for
that don't
sure.
move the camera, they stay right
Okay, I'm all out of bits.
All right, Tom, get the microphone in front of your face.
All
Alright.
closer.
Where we at now, huh? Where we at?
We're doing a thing on Puerto Rico.
We're still
Whoa.
in Puerto Rico.
We
Oh,
got
I didn't watch
two
on the
more.
drive here. I was too busy
The
seeing
death
some
toll in Puerto Rico went from like 49 to like almost 2,500
What actually happened? I don't even know. I don't
from the
really watch
hurricane,
A
like
hurricane
a year
last
ago.
year.
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah.
What, from how many to what?
We've been reporting there was like 49, 50 people that were killed, but it was actually almost 2,500.
I think it was like
Wow.
64, and it went to 7. A
Something.
lot more than that.
Yeah. Less than 100 to almost 3 grand.
Yeah, it went from 64 to 2,975.
Okay.
I think they did that with the Hoover Dam totals too. Like at the Hoover Dam tour, they say only about 90 people were killed making the dam, but historians believe it could be about 500-600.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because there was a certain criteria to report somebody dead at the job site. Like if they died at the hospital or died later on, then that didn't count.
Hey, we have a new
Wow.
highest tipper by like a lot.
That's crazy.
So the total amount of bits right now is 1,000 bits.
Woo!
We had somebody drop 1,000 bits during the chat today.
Wow, thank you, people.
How about that?
Whoever that was, thank you for supporting our podcast. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
So, where else? Okay, so Puerto Rico, it's a terrible tragedy, and why are they just now coming out with these new numbers a year later?
I guess they probably just finally finished counting the actual death toll.
Investigation,
Right.
and kind of
Right. Was
getting
it
death
George
count.
Fox University?
Yeah,
I believe.
I think that's
Those actually went through and investigated piece by piece, like old folks home by old folks home. It did all the final numbers.
George Washington University.
George Washington University. Excuse me.
Milken Institute of Public Health.
Was it just white paper research, or was that someone's like doctoral thesis? You think? You think a student?
No,
maybe
I'm
just
sure-
I think
I'm
they
sure it
actually
was-
went and looked and like.
individual research department opposed
Yeah.
to a student doing it. Okay.
Yeah, because
Individual research
this
department.
story's been all over every news station for the last few days.
Wow.
I don't watch the news, so.
Right. I tried to.
I mean, the families already knew they were missing somebody.
Right.
So I mean, I
It
guess
wasn't there was no wrongdoing. It was just dumb that anything was said before the actual number came out.
right. I guess
Right.
it's more statistical at this point.
It
It
literally
doesn't change
changes
what
nothing,
happened.
yeah.
Didn't change. Doesn't bring anyone back.
There is
They'd
no.
already gone
There's
through
not
this
even
myself.
any closure for people who. It just doesn't change anything besides people not knowing that we should probably wait before we give death counts.
Right. It's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Moving on. Tom, thanks for joining us, bud.
Thank you.
You're here.
I'm here. Actually.
This is kind of amazing.
I'm here for a short period of time. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
okay,
give you
bye.
I'll give you the best 30 minutes of nobody's
Well,
life.
sweet. I gave you
So
sports.
since you
give
haven't
sports?
been here for like the last few episodes,
month.
what's up with your life? You doing all right?
Doing okay. I don't know. Having the girlfriend thing's kind of tough because we never see each other.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't really want to get too much into it because
Right.
she might be watching this episode. I don't know if she is or not.
We'll send
but,
it to her if she's not.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, I just feel like I'm not that important, but she's so busy. But maybe one day I will be important, right?
I don't think she'd be calling you her boyfriend if you weren't important. You just
Right.
feel like you're not exactly the top priority.
Right, she's too busy.
Okay.
She's spread thin. That's fine.
You know, it's 2018 though. I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
It's tough these days.
I don't know which one I want. Like, I have my good friends Eric and Crystal. Like, they were dating 2.5 months. She went to treatment for 30 days. So after 2.5 months, including when she was at treatment, he moved into her place, and they see each other 24/7. Like, I don't even get to see them hardly ever, like never anymore. And they're good
Right.
friends of mine, both of them. I knew both of them before they got together.
Well, and you just started a new job,
Okay.
so that's probably your time is demanded a lot more than when you first moved up.
But I make time for her. She's just busy. She gets home from work dead tired. She works like 10-hour shifts and just stays home.
Wow.
Oh, her ex-boyfriend still lives there too.
Well, that's part of the
yeah.
part of today's world. The shitty thing is, a lot of people have to work 10 hours
Right.
just to get by.
Her ex still lives there, and she said they've been broken up for like a month and a half. I believe her, but he's just kind of like on his way out. It's just kind of like a financial situation at this point.
Yeah.
So I must really love her to try. I mean, most guys would be, hey, fuck that shit, but I must really love and trust this woman to still be in this situation, and it's hard too,
Right.
I feel like I just have to look at the bigger picture of things.
Right.
Right.
Right. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Love,
So-
trust, and the bigger picture.
Right.
Because I do love her. I've known her for a long time, and hopefully it works out. God's plan.
Right.
How is the?
She's
How's
messaging
Tom's
you right
audio
now saying,
quality?
"Quit talking about our relationship in front
No,
of the
she's
whole
in
world."
bed. So
How's the
I-
audio quality for Tom?
who's Bruxine? Hey, Bruxine7. Who's that? Do we know her?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. How do you
I don't know,
her?
but hello, Bruxine. Good to meet you. I don't know if you've seen me on the show before, but I come on here and there for these cameo appearances. I do have a lot of hands in a lot of pies. We'll say, I keep
Like American Pie?
He's just actually stealing our pie. That's all that's happening.
I'm basically stealing their pie.
I do have a pie on the counter right now, actually.
He's gonna.
I
go
did
eat
2
it.
yoga workouts. I could not do anything.
Look, I told my mom I'm trying to cut down on sweets. So she brought me a pie, and with the pie, she brought me 3 apples.
Okay.
So there were 3 apples that came with the pie. So that was probably her justification for bringing me a pie.
Oh, so
She was like, I brought you some healthy stuff too, so you can eat.
But it wasn't apple pie.
No.
Okay, so
That's
another
that's a pineapple pie.
pineapple pie, 3 apples. That way,
There's fruit
which one
inside
went
the pie. That just and there's fruit here, so that offsets the unhealthy.
I'm just saying, which one wins the race,
Correct.
though? What's your money on? Hey, Michael, what's your money on? The apples or the pie being eaten first?
About the same time.
But
At the same time?
sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Do you
yeah.
take a slice of pie and then eat an apple, or vice versa? And that way, you're kind of keeping.
I think
like an
other
even
people are gonna
race?
eat the pie too.
Yeah, I
One-
share with everybody.
yeah,
So
one
Oh,
day
okay.
a
I
pie,
say the
one
pie
day
goes
an
first
apple.
then.
I'll share the apples
my
and
guess.
share the pie.
Roxanne says enhanced pie.
I would probably not
Yeah.
even eat the apples.
Yeah.
I'd probably let someone else eat them. I'm more of a grape guy.
Daniel said his mic is loud and clear. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. What else is going on? Talking about sports, going back and playing in the MSBL World Series down in Arizona. We played all the spring training fields,
Uh huh.
and then I will be playing a warm up because I've been out for like 2-3 months now. I'll be playing a warm up tournament in Centralia, Washington, with the Seattle Black Sox. So I'll get some warm up games in because I've been out like 3 months due to injuries and moving and whatnot. So I'll get to have some warm up games before going to Arizona and playing on the spring training fields.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll try to win another ring. It'd be cool to win 2 rings with 2 different teams 2 years in a row.
Yeah, no kidding.
That'd be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
it's exciting.
What are we laughing at?
She tricked you. She brought a pie and apples, hoping you would choose apple. Failed.
Oh,
we were
the
doing
mom's
matchups.
symbol's bumped down to 2.
Yup.
She's bumped down to number 2. Sean said everyone should list their top 3 things that piss them off. We still have a lot of script to go through,
You,
but I'm okay
Sean,
with that.
you piss me
Let's
off.
start with Michael.
What's that?
Yeah, put the
Top
camera on,
three things
Michael.
that piss me off?
Yeah.
Camera first.
Top three things that piss me
What are
off?
the top 3 things that piss you off?
Really don't have much. One, I would say my son.
Your son pisses you off?
No, I'm messing with my son.
Oh, when people mess with your son.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tom.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the sun, like in the sky.
No, my boy.
All right.
My 14, soon be 14.
That thing pisses me off. It's too hot.
No, I really don't have much work. Work.
Work would piss me off too if I had to work where you were
some
working.
people that work.
But you're making a living, so
Yeah.
can't dog on that.
I would say sometimes myself. Myself.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes. Not all the time. Because then you're like, yo, you made a decision. And then he's like, oh, no, you know. So it just depends on what's going on.
My mom said people that sit in limited space parking lots talking on their phones
Or
are
reading their mail. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating. I'll go.
Okay.
That way you guys can have some more
Can
time.
I
about-
interject though? Okay, Mom. What about if somebody's finishing up texting before they drive in a parking lot?
I think if they're about to leave, it doesn't matter.
Because I usually do that. I'll get in my car and let's say I'm at an office or a store, whatever, doing my job, and I need to send some emails or text. I do it before I put the car in reverse and back out of the spot and head down the road.
Well, that's responsible.
I'm
That's
just giving
responsible.
another flavor for that, Mrs. Hammond.
The top 3 things that piss me off. I'm gonna have to go with when I'm DJing somewhere and somebody puts like a song on their phone and shoves it in my face.
I know that one.
That irritates the shit out of me.
How about when I go and scratch your turntables at my parties? Like when I go up there and scratch the records a little bit.
You always ask me though. Like
That's true.
You always kind of clear it before you do, but there have been people that'll come up and touch the records while they're spinning, and I want to punch them. Like nothing makes me want to kick babies more than when people touch my turntables. My turntables are my kids. So for those of you that have kids, do you like strangers randomly coming up and touching your children? Don't touch mine. That does piss me off, but I don't know if it's in my top 3.
I don't mind when people come up and touch my children, mostly because my child's a dog.
when I don't know. I want to say racism, but that's so blanket, like blatant
it's
racism.
fair.
Like if you were raised with a certain mindset and you don't know any better, I can give you a hall pass on that.
Then you.
But if
educate
you
them.
know you're just being racist because you're a fucking bigot, that pisses me the fuck off. If you're a hypocrite, like you're trying to push the Bible as an agenda, but you're not living anything like biblical, like if you're trying to go around
Like Pat Robertson?
pushing the Bible and then you spend your Fridays and Saturdays drinking whiskey and snorting cocaine with the Proud Boys, I mean, like the Proud Boys, I mean, like a Proud Boy, I mean, like a hypocrite,
Something about Proud
that
Boys.
really pisses me off. That really, really pisses me off. And I love football. I love NFL football. I don't care if they kneel or stand for the national anthem. What they want, how they want to represent themselves is their own business, and any soldier that has fought for our freedoms fought for their right to do that. I absolutely appreciate other people that love football, but if you're going to see me wearing something Seahawks and antagonize me because I'm wearing Seahawks and just talk shit, but you don't know anything about the game yourself, fuck you. That pisses me off. I watch Seahawks games from my own house. I don't go to a bar because there's always some drunk person that wants to start a fight, and I take it that seriously. Like, don't talk shit. People that talk shit for no reason really piss me off.
Okay, so top three again were that was so long. Like
Racism, blatant racism.
Okay,
Fucking around with my kids, my turntables,
your turntables.
and talking shit about somebody's favorite
You
sports
also said
team
hypocrites.
just to and hypocrite. Yeah. All right, I ranted.
Yeah.
Go move on. Move on.
Anthony's turn.
My turn.
Yeah.
Kevin. Oh, Dan said, "Holy shit! Did Biggs just say F you?" Yeah, fuck you. I said it.
That sounds like something he always says. Let's go with...
Don't say me.
People who take their dogs in the casino.
Yeah, amen.
Oh! People that take.
People try to bum money
I'm
off
sorry.
the
I'm
casino.
sorry.
What?
Anthony's giving me dirty looks.
No, I'm confused.
If you take your pet somewhere that is not a service dog,
My dog's a service
it's
dog.
not a service dog.
My dog's a service dog.
Okay, what is your dog's special training?
He is technically an emotional support animal.
That is not a service dog.
He is considered
Service
a tool.
companions-
By the state, he is considered a tool, and
No,
I am legally allowed to bring him anywhere.
companion pets are not the same thing as service animals. That is not true.
I got a note from my doctor.
I don't care. Look up the law. That does not give you the right to take that dog anywhere.
I don't take it anywhere. I'm just saying I
Companion
could.
pets do not have the same rights as service animals.
And doesn't the service animals have that special the thing around?
Not
They don't
not
have to.
always. Not always.
Okay.
That's
And-
why I could take him everywhere. I don't, but I could.
You really couldn't.
They can't ask.
Yes, they
Well,
can.
they can ask, but you can say yes, but they can't ask you to provide proof.
What they're allowed to ask is
Is that a service?
is your dog a service
You can
animal?
say
And you
yes
can
or
say
no.
yes, and then they can ask, what are your dog's special qualifications?
I thought they couldn't ask anything past that.
They can't ask what the dog is doing for you, but they can ask what the special training is. And if you say it's trained to be my companion, I'm going to say get the fuck out of here with your shit, Fleabag.
It's an anxiety reducer animal.
If you have an animal to reduce anxiety, you shouldn't be in public places like a casino in the first place.
Probably true. I don't do well.
They
in
can
casinos.
play. They can do online betting, like. poker
That's
or something.
horrible.
That's illegal in Washington.
That's horrible,
but-
though. Yeah.
Companion pets are supposed to be caged. Companion pets are not the same. Wink was strict now. Service dogs are papers.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be a certified service animal.
Well, a lot of businesses
To
are
qualify.
afraid because there's a fine line. You have to know how to ask if it's a service animal, and you have to know how to ask the right way to get the answers that you want to be able to restrict that person from bringing their pet in the store. Now, obviously, if somebody's got a fucking Chihuahua in a purse, that's not a service dog.
It was trained to guard my wallet.
Yeah, not a service dog. Not a service dog. So, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in.
All right.
We're on your hates.
Oh, yeah, so go ahead, Russell Wilson.
I hate you so much.
So, one of your
So
top three hates is
Tom.
Tom.
That's usually I'm up in people's top three. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
So we got idiots. I do I even need to go deeper into that one?
Well, idiot is pretty broad. There's a lot of those now.
I know exactly.
Sean, I need to service.
Sean needs a service B. I don't know what that would do, but
Did you know that the bumblebee is officially extinct?
I did.
It's on the endangered. Well, not
It's
extinct.
not extinct. It's
On the
endangered.
endangered species list, but
Like
yeah.
honeybees, all that
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
versus a honeybee.
Yeah, like the big black, fuzzy with the yellow spots.
Black and yellow, black. God,
Those queens.
what is
well,
wrong
no,
with
well,
me?
no, it's not a queen bee.
Okay, it's different.
Yeah, bumblebee is different than a queen bee.
They're
Fuck,
the
I
big
lived in the
fat
beehive
ones.
state for 4 years. I don't know the difference. You know,
Bumblebee is different.
they have like a bunch of honeybees there.
I'm never gonna finish this ever.
Well, Bruxine
Mm.
said, "What if I'm on a leash in public? Then Anthony's probably holding the leash."
Whoa! Who is this?
I don't know, but it sounds like some kink you'd be into.
I'm not into that kind. In the bedroom, maybe, but not.
All right.
That's weird. I will keep people in cages.
What's your study collar?
This got weird, guys.
Apparently, Roxine knows somebody.
This
here.
got weird.
All right.
All right, so Andy,
So, what do you hate, Anthony?
Any more?
Weird people.
Idiots, weird people.
Idiots, weird people, and
No, weird people are fine. I'm cool with weird people. Idiots, hypocrites. I'm gonna put hypocrites and liars in the same one.
okay,
They're not the same thing, but they irk me the same way.
they're okay.
I think hypocrites, idiots, and liars are probably all in the same.
It's kind of like
I'm gonna put those all in one, and then I'm gonna have two other ones.
it's kind of like a cashew and filbert. They're both nuts, but they're not exactly the same shell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't. Maybe sure.
Tom's trying to mental picture.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a cashew and a filbert?
I know the cashew is. That's the difference. There.
And then people who talk shit and act like they're smarter than they are when they actually don't know anything about the subject, and then when they get called out, they resort to calling names.
Okay.
That goes back to idiots, I think.
This is a different kind of
That's a
idiot to
level
me
of
because
narcissism.
I'm
Right,
trying
right,
to
yeah.
like if I'm trying to have an intelligent debate with someone and they're like, oh well, this is why, like
And then they
Like-
just
like
end
this
with,
conversation
You're just
we-
fucking dumb.
yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like this conversation we had with that one girl the other day who was here about Trump and why she
Oh,
voted
yeah.
for.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of thing. See, never mind. We'll go into that later.
I
I don't think he remembered that. I don't think he saw that, but I do want to know why he did.
No, he already told us why he did. He
Did he?
explained it that night. Yeah.
What happened?
Why you voted for Trump?
Yeah, he did.
Just want to change. That's all.
Yeah.
I didn't want Hillary in office.
See,
I
that's
really,
the
I
issue.
really did not want Hillary because,
That's
you know.
But he
I'm
can say
friends
why he
with her-
doesn't want Hillary. It's not because she rubbed him the wrong way.
That's
No, not at all, man.
That's-
At first, I was open to Hillary at first, but then with talking to my friends that are currently serving our country, they're like, "We can't have Hillary, man. We're all gonna die." Basically,
Well, a lot of that was propaganda that was perpetuated by Russian bots. You know that, right?
right? But the whole Benghazi thing is now Russian bots.
You can't blame Benghazi on Hillary, but
Right. I mean, everyone's gotta take a fall.
somebody's.
You just have
You're
to be
right.
away.
Somebody has to be the fault.
I mean,
person.
she did though, and she accepted responsibility, but she wasn't. She didn't do anything wrong. She just didn't do the. I don't want to talk about this.
When I
Yeah.
said, when I said
It's-
Portland traffic,
It's a deep.
I like the idea about the whole infrastructure.
Oh, traffic.
Traffic
is my
big
number
time.
3.
Yeah, traffic's
Yeah.
got to be up there. Portland
Yeah.
traffic and the fact that they close freeways to do road work and repairs, but they don't make it any faster. So they make it slower.
They
and they
literally
put people through hell.
They didn't like add another lane or anything when they
No.
did the traffic. They just let's just fix the bridges.
Let's just repaint concrete. Let's just make concrete more concrete. That's
Yeah.
it.
They did
Big
that in
fucking
front of
deal.
my apartment. They just put more
Like,
concrete.
if you're
in
gonna
front of my
inconvenience
fucking apartment.
the commuters and the people who are driving on our freeways, the taxpayers, right? Primarily the taxpayers are helping pay for the funding for these road projects.
Right.
Why not do some redesigning? You know, if we're all gonna have to fucking take up the ass and sit in traffic anyways, why not have some additions? Let's redesign things. Let's maybe talk to Europe about some of their designs. You know, places that have a larger population density in a smaller geographical area, and have people that actually the traffic moves, right?
You can read that. No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
And so now I'm sitting in traffic going, well, I voted for Trump, but Hillary would have been, you know, Hillary or even Bernie. Any of them Like nothing's
Shut up,
changing.
Sean. You hate traffic. You literally
You know-
drive for a living.
I like traffic. You know why I like traffic?
So you can sit on your phone and bullshit while
No,
you're driving?
because I like to put down the windows, I like to turn up the radio, and I like to sing at the top of my lungs because I want to create an atmosphere of excitement everywhere I go. So if everybody else is sitting in traffic pissed off at the world because they're sitting in traffic, I want to at least give them something to laugh at.
See, I did
You're
that,
like,
except
look
I
at that
played
loud
metal,
fat fuck.
and somebody knocked on my window and said, turn that off, please.
So turn it up louder.
I did.
Just because somebody gets pissy and tries to rain on your parade, if somebody wants to rain on my parade, I thunderstorm on theirs.
I rolled up my window while he had his hand in there, and I'm like... And then I turned it up while he was sitting there watching.
I would have said, hey,
great.
give me a song to put on the radio so you can sing along.
But
that's me.
I was playing, like, Dimmu Borgir. This was stuff that people don't generally like.
Okay.
Like black metal. So...
Blackwood?
Yeah, see,
Black
I'm the
metal?
guy that'll put on songs that everybody
Black
knows.
metal
Like,
sang by white guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep a thumbstick in my car of 50s and 60s music now because it's music that generally everybody knows the words to. So
You're getting old.
it's not even that.
You and your father share the same record collection, apparently.
Are we gonna start?
I guess
this
my
shit again?
time's
So
done
Are
now.
we gonna start this shit again?
We have graduated past fat jokes and now we're on old jokes.
Mom said 4 years of investigations, no indictment on Hillary. 2 years investigations of Trump, 21 indictments already. So yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
I don't see a scoreboard up here, so we're good.
The scoreboard right here, though.
Well, I was going up if you need one.
Thanks, Bob.
We
Appreciate
should.
that.
Just like Hillary 0, Trump.
You guys
Whatever
win
number
anything
it
to
is.
Lonnie lately? Because like I had quit going.
Dude,
'cause I've lost.
that
like,
place has been sucking.
Dude, that's what I hear. Everyone's saying it's going tight. So Lonnie, loosen up, or you're gonna be going out of business. They
Yeah.
probably won't go out of business, but
They
people
won't
are.
go out of
It's gonna
business.
slow down, man.
They
Seriously.
can't go out
Yeah.
of business. People are losing all their money.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah.
I haven't
That's
been in
what-
a while.
I haven't either. It's like why?
They're giving away that boat thing tomorrow, and I have a shit ton of entries in it, so I think I'm gonna go for a little bit.
I'll help you in the boat.
Yeah, me too, because I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna buy us all new gear.
And then we have to
You know,
retract
that
our
makes sense.
messages that place sucks and they're tight.
No, when I accept the money and they hand me the money, I'm gonna be like, you guys fucking suck.
I had two
I'm out.
losing-
I'll say it on my way out the door.
I had two losing efforts where my money went quick. I'm like, fuck it. I went to Spirit Mountain like about a month ago now.
Yeah.
I won $500 like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I won 900, but I spent 400, so
I
I
got
walked away.
250 of free play last
Yeah.
time I did the free play thing, and I came out with $200. So
Well, okay, go there for the free. Maybe like let's.
yeah,
free
just
play.
only go on free play day so they only lose money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have on the cards. I don't want to, have that much of a problem. I guess.
I mean, it's cool to have.
It's
I get
free.
free
It-
tickets,
it
and I
has-
get
it's
free
how they lure
food.
you in,
and-
too.
It's just free stuff. There's
I just
no
don't want to
reason
be spending my money there.
No, I don't blame you. I don't
I
blame you. I don't either.
I like winning. I don't like losing.
Yeah, me too.
But it's all speculative, so who cares?
Yeah.
You know?
So just
That's why they call it
only
gambling.
lose their money.
Right. How about I got people on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook,
You know what else I hate?
what up?
When we're having a podcast on Twitch and somebody just decides to come into our podcast and go live on Facebook. We're
Yeah,
supposed
what
to be
a
directing
dick.
our viewers to Twitch.
Well, that's the reason why I'm giving them just a
you're-
little bit on Facebook. So if you want to watch the rest of the podcast, go to Twitch, download the Twitch app. I don't care if you have an iPhone, hey Corey Serva, iPhone or an Android, go to your Play stores and download
Ouch.
Twitch.
Yeah,
We are
yeah.
FunkShop TV,
Hit on
and you
both
can
of
watch
them.
us live. Follow us, and we'll give you some shout outs. So this is the end of my Facebook Facebook podcast,
you
right?
can let it run, bro. I don't care.
I don't know because I gotta tell people because I have a poker game starting. What time is it? Is it 10:30 yet?
Mom just said there was a head-on boat
10:21.
collision this
Okay.
evening in the Camas Slough. Haven't heard an update on water rescue.
Okay, so
That sucks, man.
there is a poker game. If you're watching and you're wondering why I'm not at my house, it's because I'm doing a quick podcast. And go to my house. I'll be there in a little bit. There'll be people there setting up the poker table and the poker chips.
Yeah.
Did
Uh,
you schedule a poker
you know-
game
you
on the
know
same
about
day
that
as our
one.
podcast?
I
what
schedule a
about-
lot of things on the same day of our podcast. So
You should schedule one thing and not overlap all of them.
no,
We
my
know
house runs
who's coming
itself.
out of the credits this week.
Hmm?
We know who's coming out of the credits this week.
Sorry, Paul. I didn't know you could write yourself out. Anyways, so go to Twitch, download FunkShop TV,
Where's
or
the boo button?
We
Oh,
do need
yeah.
a soundboard.
or you can get us on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, FunkShop TV Season 3. Watch us on YouTube. Hey, Teddy Townsend, say hi to him. He went to school with us. I think.
Teddy, what up?
All right, yeah.
Tune in right now, twitch.tv/FunkShop TV. I'd like to get Teddy and Stacy on here sometime. I like their opinions, man.
Bring him up. What's up, Mark Combs? Oh, I'm a baseball manager from Seattle.
Ruxine said, what about caffeine app? We are working on caffeine as well. hopefully within the next 6 months, we're going to have multiple computers set up at one time so we could have one computer streaming to Twitch, one computer streaming to Caffeine. We are working on our network. We're building it. Slowly but surely, we're building it, I promise.
Hey, real quick before I get these people off of my Facebook Live, what are we doing about the Warehouse 23? Are we going to start broadcasting from there live on the Columbia River waterfront?
They will be soon. I'm talking to Brandon almost every single day. So yes, we will be live from Warehouse 23 very soon, I promise.
Are they going to give us free food while we eat there? Or while we go there?
We're still working on the logistics.
I'm just a hungry guy, okay?
We're all hungry, believe me.
So like salad, appetizers, finger food only, no steak and lobster. Okay.
She says any social media is important considering your
That'd be
building,
fine.
you
I
know.
can do just
Yes.
appetizers.
Yeah, we got that.
All social media. You can follow us. If you look underneath this box that you're watching us on chat, if you scroll it down a little bit, those buttons should be there, right?
Yeah, down in the info center.
So you can follow us on YouTube, check us out on Instagram, tweet us, follow us on Twitter. Everything is FunkShop TV branded.
You can donate.
I don't think that works on the phone, though.
Doesn't work on the phone? Okay. Well,
You sure?
he just tried. Maybe if you close chat. I don't know. We're still working on that. But it's all there. We're connected everywhere. YouTube.com/FunkShopTV, Twitch.tv/FunkShopTV, Twitter @FunkShopTV, Instagram @FunkShopTV. We're there. We're everywhere.
What do our viewers say, Michael?
10.
Oh, we've lost 9 viewers.
Well, that's my bad.
Thanks,
I mean,
Tom.
okay. Yeah, let me. Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
What 3 things piss me off? You want me to do that?
Go ahead.
Okay, 3 things.
And then go to your poker game.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, 1.
Where's my Snapple?
Spartan Killer. Hey.
Not feeling
What's up, Spartan?
important.
Hey, Spartan Killer, my dude.
Okay, 1, people that are ignorant, right? That
Okay.
people worry about my life more than theirs, and they don't have a life, and I'm too busy to explain my life thoroughly to everyone, because I'm a busy person. You guys know
Right.
I am busy.
Right.
So some people just need to get together, okay? 2, definitely, gatekeepers, because I work in dental sales. So gatekeepers, those are the receptionists that when you have a good product like mine, don't let you talk to the doctor and then just take your paperwork and throw it on their desk and they just throw it away. So that makes my job hard, because I have a product that can change their business completely.
Right.
Increase their revenue without changing a thing that they do. I found my soccer ball. He found a soccer ball. That doesn't piss me off, at least. And 3, Seahawks management.
Man. I know you got to get to poker. When you go to poker, make sure
So
you
he's
watch
not
it.
going to do the sports that I tore
it.
up and gave to him?
That's fine, dude.
They did not. Okay, in 3B would be not re-signing Richard Sherman when he wanted to stay a Seahawk.
Didn't care about that at all.
He didn't really want to stay a Seahawk, though.
He did. His mom even tweeted that.
His mom tweeted that? Did he tweet that?
They're close. I mean, they're like the next Chunky Soup.
I honestly believe that once the Legion of Boom started disbanding after Marshawn Lynch left, they needed to go. It was bad. It was bad blood for the team.
It's
Our defense
toxic.
was not very good last year, honestly.
No, it
Everybody.
wasn't.
Well, they were good until everybody broke.
Well, okay,
They were 4th in scoring until everybody was broken.
Can somebody please tell me why are we still hanging on to Cam Chancellor?
Is he hurt? Still
He's been hurt for the last 2 years.
right.
No, just this year.
Let's be realistic. How much did he play
didn't play
year
much
before
last
last?
year. A handful of games.
Last year
He
he played
held out 3
2?
games
Yeah.
and then he missed the final.
Oh yeah, he was being a
missed, like,
baby and
4.
held out because he wanted more money. And then when he came
then he
back,
broke.
he played 3 games and then he got hurt again.
Right.
I think he played.
How many games did he play last year?
He played last year. He played most.
If he played most of them, how many games did we see him play in last year?
He played
Not many
10.
because he didn't do shit.
Right.
He made a lot of big hits. His stats don't.
Man,
The Legion Boom's getting old. It's kind of like bringing up some new, fresh, young talent.
Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas are not old.
No, Earl Thomas is holding out for a bigger contract. he's a
I don't
holdout.
know what's going on with that.
He's holding out for more money.
That needs to not be a thing. He does not need more money. He needs to wait until his.
Do you
So
think
there's
this-
actually a reason why we're not signing people, and it's because the CBA is coming up due next year, and they don't want to deal with anything because the cap situation.
Okay, so a couple things I want to address with the Seahawks is 0-4, right, for the preseason. It's just preseason.
Literally doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Do you think because Pete Carroll is a really smart guy, especially with psychology, that they shit the bed kind of on purpose so people would kind of overlook him in the early games?
no. I think honestly he
that our
wanted to
second string
see
is trash.
how every individual played. He didn't really care about how the team worked as a unit. right now because he knows once Russell Wilson gets on the field and some of those vets get on the field, they're going to lead the team as a unit. He needed to see how the individuals were going to play, so he needed to know who to keep and who to get rid of. Because right now, they're in a completely rebuilding state.
Right.
And,
Okay.
and now with Schottenheimer as the offensive coordinator?
Which Schottenheimer?
That one.
The old one?
The one that came from the Rams 2 years ago?
The son? Not the father.
Yeah, no, the son.
The son.
The old one's like
80 something.
70.
The one that was a
85?
shitbag with the Rams for 2 years and then took the last 2 years off. I think the last year he actually
He was
was.
in
The
the
Bevel's
Giants.
gone. They
Oh, no,
fired
that was
Bevel.
Solari. Solari was with the Giants.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was. Yes, no, he was. You're talking about old
Mike
Schottenheimer.
Solari. No, I'm talking about Mike Solari.
Okay, right.
Our O-line.
Yeah, Bevel's gone, but then we replaced him with Schottenheimer.
I mean, anything's better than Bevel at this point.
Here's my hope that Pete Carroll wanted Schottenheimer in there because he knew Schottenheimer has got such a shit NFL career over the last 5 years that he's going to be a yes man, and Pete's going to be able to actually control all of the plays, control all of the calls.
Honestly, they didn't
and
need to hire an
Schottenheimer's going to do
offensive
whatever Pete
coordinator
tells
at
him to
that
do.
point then.
Bevel was always arguing with Pete. That's part of the reason why Marshawn Lynch left, is because the offense just couldn't get their shit together because Bevel and Pete weren't even seeing eye to
That's
eye.
because Bevel was trash.
Bevel was trash.
He
I
is
absolutely
trash.
agree.
I don't
He's
even.
garbage.
I don't. It's bad.
I'm glad he's gone.
Right.
That needed to be gone the day after the
I am a
Super
little
Bowl
heartbroken
loss.
over C.J. Alexander gone because I like him. I personally liked him.
Don't
But-
care at
I don't know.
all.
We should have handed the ball off to Lynch.
That is
Oh.
old news.
And
He's not
everybody
Bevel.
knows that.
Yeah. Okay. I still will post that on Facebook. and
Honestly,
people
that
know what we're
wasn't
talking
even
about.
the wrong play, though. Like, if we're gonna go back to that, I'm gonna say that was not the wrong play. It was just a bad. Everybody.
Bad
What do you
luck.
mean it's not the wrong play?
It
We're
wasn't
with.
the wrong play.
It's a
Why didn't
third
Marshawn-
down, and we're within 2 yards of
First down.
It was the second. It was the second down.
Second
down.
down. Second down, and we're within 2 yards of the end zone. Why aren't we giving it to
Because there's
Marshawn
two
Lynch?
The
more
most
downs to do that
unstoppable.
afterwards.
Good. You get 1 yard with Marshawn Lynch, and then you get 1 yard with Marshawn Lynch, and you win the fucking game. Why throw it in a red zone?
Right. There's too many
Ever.
hands, especially
Because-
inside the pocket, though, where all these hands and deflections.
against-
You're throw it,
that
throw
was-
it where no one else can deflect
Look,
it or
The
catch it.
issue
And if
was
we're playing
who they
against
threw it to.
Cincinnati, fine. But you're playing against fucking New England in
That was-
fucking a Super Bowl.
That was my point. That
It's a
was going to be
high-risk
my
pass,
next
though.
point. In any other game, that would have probably been fine.
Absolutely.
They wouldn't have,
won't-
they wouldn't
I
have
won't-
thought of it. But yeah.
But it's just fucking.
But it's too
he's
easy, even
Belichick.
without
He's
the
Belichick.
interception.
Right.
But in that area, you got 6'5", 6'6" linemen that could just put their hand up and deflect the ball.
See, that
you
wasn't
know?
the problem either. It
And
was
it's the New England Patriots.
We
You
also-
don't think they study red zone plays?
Right.
our who was the receiver? Was it Lockett? It was Lockett, right?
That it was going to? No.
Cardinal, no.
No.
Who was
Wasn't Baldwin, was it?
No, it was one of the B squad that just one of the no-namers.
No.
No, Precise.
No. Procise we signed 2 years ago. No.
Fuck. Now I'm gonna have to look at
It was Lockett.
I think it
I
might have
don't
been
think it
Lockett.
was Lockett.
I think it was Ricardo Lockett.
The
Not
Rocket
Tyler
Lockett.
Lockett. Ricardo
Ricardo
Lockett.
Ricardo Lockett. The Rocket Lockett.
I think it was Ricardo Lockett, but he didn't follow up. As soon as he ran into that defender, he should have kept going. He could have gotten it. There was no issue there. He gave up on that play, and he lost us that game.
Regardless, it was a bad call.
It was a bad call, but it wasn't a bad call in the right situation.
Okay, I want to start with Michael, and we're going to go our predictions for the Seahawks record this year. Go, Michael.
Win? You're asking the wrong guy. I just know how to watch and cheer for the
Okay,
team.
Paul.
We're gonna win 8.
8-8?
Yep.
9-7.
8-7.
8-7.
The 16,
8-8.
wait. 17
Yeah.
weeks, but 16 games, 1 week's bye. Okay,
Right.
I go 7-9. Now here's what. Okay, USA Today had.
You
us
know what?
go
No, we're
Four
gonna
and
I go 7-9. We
Well,
don't make the playoffs.
we're gonna do 9-7
You got
because
9-7?
we have a very big home field advantage this year. We only have 6 away games, I believe.
Oh, that's true. We have one away
Why?
game in London,
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
7.
6 away games. One of them's in London.
and it's against the
no, we
Raiders.
should have 8 home, 8 away, like every other team.
It's not.
We're considered away, but we're playing in London.
7 away games.
It would
And
be
9 at
it
home.
would be the Raiders home game.
So it'd be 8, 7, and 1 neutral,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Right.
8 home, 7
But
away, 1
as
neutral
you-
field.
In
Huh?
case,
Then you say 6.
shut up, Gunk.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, and
Daniel
then
hates the Seahawks.
okay, so predictions. USA Today is reading had us as low as 4 and 12,
yeah.
but Oregonian 12 and 4.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's not gonna happen.
so
that's some fairy dust that's not being sprinkled.
I have.
Rams are gonna have a very good season.
I don't
this
think
year.
so. Did you? The players they picked up are going to clash.
I don't know, man. I think Rams are gonna be
Ego.
tough. Arizona's gonna be tough.
Arizona won't be tough.
No,
they're
they're not
falling
tough.
apart.
Okay,
They're not falling apart any more
They're
than Seattle is.
They're way more than Seattle.
okay, let's go
I
Super
don't
Bowl
know.
predictions.
They lost all. I can't because I
Oh.
know it won't be New England this year. I
Okay.
can say that with.
You know what?
Who's going to meet in the Super Bowl from the NFC and the AFC?
I'm going to say, I don't know, but I do think the Saints have a very, very, very good shot.
I know it won't be the Eagles.
I'm thinking the Falcons out of the NFC.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people have them picked.
No,
Going.
I can't see the Falcons.
I
this
can't put
year.
a lot of faith into Ryan, man. I can't do it.
No, he had one good season.
It's not the Niners. I guarantee
Oh,
that.
No. No, the Niners won't make the playoffs.
No,
They might be the one team that's worse than us in our division.
No, the Cardinals are significantly worse than us.
I don't think
Really?
so.
Oh, they have a
They're
good coach.
playing Bradford as their quarterback.
That's not bad. I didn't say it's great, but it's not bad.
Dan, I was kidding. I know you're a Hawks guy.
I'm so way behind my chat. It's crazy.
It's all right.
No, I don't think the Cardinals or the 49ers are better than the Seahawks. I think the 49ers are just overhyped because Garoppolo went 5 games in garbage time with no.
But he's.
But he
that's
also
why they had
played really
Garoppolo.
bad.
He's
He
not
played
bad.
really bad too. Like it wasn't good.
Yeah, I
But
don't
they
know
were
why.
winning.
I don't know why 49er fans are getting so excited about Garoppolo.
And signed him for
They're acting like he's the
30
holy grail.
Did
dude.
you guys
He's
like?
But because
He
they actually
had-
won a game with him. That's why they won a couple games with him.
Oh yeah, I forgot they haven't won a game in like 5 seasons or something.
Something like that. Yeah, they won like 2 in a row or something.
You know why they picked up Sherman? Because for the last 5 years, Sherman's
He's
the
been
best
picking
receiver they've
because he's
had.
been picking
Right,
up all their
exactly.
players.
He's the one that's
I
caught
just
the
would-
ball for him.
I'm
the
like,
most.
too bad Crabtree went to the Raiders. That would have been interesting during practice.
Well, what happened to the Raiders going to Vegas?
They're still going to
Still-
next year.
They're
They were
building,
supposed to go
they're
this
building the
year.
stadium.
No, it's
though.
2019.
They're building the stadium as we speak. It looks like it's right across. It's on the other side of the strip from the 15.
Such a horrible idea.
Nobody will ever get there to the stadium in
So much
time.
traffic.
Well, you don't drive in Vegas.
But you have so many people that you can come from Salt Lake 5 hours, you can come from LA 4 hours away.
I don't think
And so they're going to have most of their fans are commuting in,
Yeah.
which is just smart because they get hotel business.
It's
too.
going to be great for the hotel business,
Yeah.
but it's going to be shitty for the NFL. Because you put the Raiders, who have historically had, well, at least in our lifetimes, have historically the record for the dirtiest players, and you put an NFL team that's got the historical record for having the
Should've
dirtiest
moved the
players,
Chargers.
and put them in the city of
craziness.
legal prostitution and the most coke imported from anywhere in the world.
Sounds like a good fit to me. Sounds like things just all kind of formed the way they were supposed to then.
The Raiders better drop all of their salaries because they're just going to keep having to hire new players when their players get thrown in jail.
I think Marshawn's going to retire next before they move, though.
And people are expecting Marshawn to have some sort of stellar season this year. I don't see it
somebody
happening.
picked Marshawn in my draft, pick 9.
A
pick
lot
9.
of Marshawn went high in a lot of drafts
That
this
makes
year.
no goddamn sense to me.
No, you picked the running back from the Steelers. What's his name?
Le'Veon Bell.
Bell. You picked him number 1, right? Still?
No.
No.
Is there anyone
He's
better?
like a 4th pick.
He's still-
Antonio, he's 3rd or 4th. There's Gurley and Elliott are generally safer picks than Bell because nobody knows if Bell's actually going to play this year.
Who's going to be the best? Who's going to be rookie of the year offensively?
Nobody. There's
Nobody.
no good offensive rookies this year.
No quarterbacks. As a
It's
heavy
not
loaded
definitely not
draft.
going to be
No,
the
the
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks are. It'll be Saquon Barkley if anybody.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Saquon Barkley.
I would say Barkley if anybody.
Wasn't he at Penn State?
I believe.
He was badass.
Yeah.
That guy
He was
is
really
something else.
good.
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing the Williams brothers getting down on Seattle.
Shaquille and Shaquem.
Yeah.
Griffin?
Shaquem.
Griffin? The Griffin brothers?
Griffin brothers.
Okay, so I'm saying New England. I think it's a rematch from 2 years ago. New England versus Atlanta.
I don't. No.
Yeah, it's NFC, FC. Yeah, that's my prediction.
No. No.
Okay.
I don't think New England makes it back.
Well, there's a pen. Write that down. Let's.
We can watch the tape. We'll have this on you. What episode are we at? Like
Did you-
season 3, episode
11 or 12.
Did you
11 or
see?
12?
Did
something
you,
like that.
insert
15.
number here. Did you see how bad Brady was this preseason?
Didn't matter. It's all
It-
bullshit.
Hey, talk in your mic.
It's all bullshit.
I'm talking to Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I think
I mean, I know it's hard for you to look at Tom, but you're gonna have to figure it.
I think it's an issue.
I think
this is Brady's last season.
I think they're sandbagging. Oh,
I
wow.
don't.
As I see our producer like, oh fuck, they're really
Brady
into the
doesn't
microphones.
throw interceptions even in preseason. He threw like 3.
He's getting out of the way. Like, I make all my best jump shots before I play basketball at the church. That way I don't make shit during the game.
You're comparing your church basketball to the NFL.
I got nothing.
Game over. Go play poker.
All right, guys. Thank you for
Game
joining
over.
us. Thanks for having me on the
Good
show.
night,
for a quick
everybody.
Cameo. You guys continue. I'll watch you on my drive.
And we will. Thanks for your permission.
God bless you guys. I love you all.
Thanks for hanging out, Tom. Good
All right,
luck on your
man.
poker game.
Yeah, time to make some money. All right.
Yeah.
Bye,
You mean
Michael.
lose some money because gambling is wrong or something? I don't know.
And then send us some bits.
So back on. Yeah. Go buy some bits and bid us up.
Bye, Tom.
Mom said bye, Tom. He's already out the door. That guy's got such a
Yeah,
crazy
he opened the door and
freaking
said bye,
schedule. Moving right along, getting into politics. I'm still looking at the timeline, bro. Oh, shout-outs. Let's get into shout-outs, Michael. Who's watching right now?
Time.
Is it
It's
time?
shout out time.
We're way past
Ooh.
time.
Roxanne gave Tom
Ooh.
hugs and kisses.
Alright, user Broxine7, right on the top.
Hi, Broxine7.
Oh,
Come
yeah, I
on,
forgot.
Anthony.
Ow, you dick! That was my bad shoulder!
If I was a dick, your lips would be wrapped around me.
Right? Commander
Dick.
Root,
Hey, Commander Root.
Decaf Smurf.
Hey, Decaf Smurf.
Oh, and of course, FunkShop Tom TV Tom there.
Hey, FunkShop TV Tom.
And Conch Chef,
Hey, Conch Chef.
Pogger Blaster.
Hey,
Poggers
Poggers Blaster.
Poggers Blaster.
Poggers
My bad.
Blaster. Okay. Slow Cool.
Hey, Slow Cool.
Smith 822.
Hey, Smith 822.
Spartan Killer 52.
Hey, Spartan Killer 52.
The Old Mom.
Hey, the old mom.
Tino 122305.
Hey, Tina 122305.
V underscore and underscore K.
Hey, V and K.
Virgo Pros.
Hey, Virgo Pros.
And of course our neighbor, Yolanda's House 239.
I know that.
Hey, Yolanda's House 239. What?
I don't. Is that actually your neighbor? Or is that one of your accounts?
It's my neighbor.
Oh, got it. That's your neighbor. Okay. The one who lives over there?
Over there.
Over there. Okay. The black
Hey,
one.
thanks for tuning in and watching us. Any local businesses we want to shout out while we're here? In shout outs? Shout out to Warehouse 23 and Beaches.
There you go. Yeah. That'd be good.
Rainy Day Ice Cream.
Rainy day.
What's a
Hey, is
business?
Rainy Day still here?
You know, like that place you like to eat all the time?
Nah, I haven't been there recently.
You just said you went a few days ago.
That was like last week.
Oh,
That was like last Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
all right, whatever. Whatever.
Whatever.
fine. Let's see. Any friends you want to shout out?
I hate all of you.
Shout out my mom and dad. And Daniel Kunkel.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if Francisco's still here. I imagine. No, he's not, huh?
He went quiet. He's probably what do you call it,
In bed.
lurking. He's probably lurking back on.
Yeah, but he's not. He didn't show up in the list, so he's not lurking.
But
He logged
Tom
off.
couldn't have
He
been
could've
watching.
logged
He
off and
just
still
walked
leave
out
it
the
on.
door. I guess
His
he
phone
could've
was still
been.
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he could have logged off and still stay on.
Kunkel, Kunkel,
We just won't know it.
Kunkel, Kunkel, Kunkel.
Oh. I thought if they were logged in, it shows up in the chat. If you want to call us, you can call us at 360-768-5997. We'll put the phone on speakerphone. You can talk to us live on air.
Call us.
Thanks for watching. Back into politics.
Call
Anthony,
us.
you're
God
up.
darn it.
Unless you want to do the sports.
I
and
wanna
get the
do
sports out of the way?
sports.
All right, get the sports out of the way.
I want to do sports. All right. So, are we even going to talk about the Seahawks starting roster? Or does that matter?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Go through it.
All right. So it looks like
Run it
the Seahawks. So Shaquem Griffin, the guy with one hand and one stumpy hand.
He only has one hand. Literally, like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's a badass.
He's been outstanding. He's had the most tackles for like every game he's played or something in the preseason so far. So I mean, hopefully that's that's sign for good things to come. So we do need to go into our roster. We made a lot of cuts, obviously, since we had 54, or we had to go down to our 53-man roster. For quarterbacks, we have Russell Wilson and Brett Hundley. For running back / fullback, we have Chris Carson, Rashad Penny, CJ Prosise, Mike Davis, J.D. McKissick, and Trey Madden. At receiver, we have Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett, Brandon Marshall, Jerron Brown, and David Moore. Tight end, we have Nick Vannett, Will Disley, and Daryl Daniels. On the O-line, we have Dwayne Brown, Ethan Pocic, I don't know.
Pochek.
Sure. Justin Britt, DJ Fluker, Jermaine Ifedi, George Fant, J.R. Sweezy, Russo Diombo, and Joey Hunt.
Did you sigh of Fetty because of all the penalties he got us last year?
Because he was horrendous last year. He was probably one of the main reasons we did nothing last year, because he halted all of our drives. Yes, I saw that. D-line. Frank Clark, Tom Johnson, Jaron Reed, Deion Jordan, Rasheem Green, Brandon Jackson, Puna Ford, that's a name, Shamar Stephen, Quinton Jefferson, Naz Jones. For linebackers, we have Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, Berkevius Mingo, that's also a name, Shaquem Griffin, Austin Calitro, and Jacob Barton. For cornerbacks, we have Shaquille Griffin, Shaquem's brother, Dante Johnson, Trey Flowers, Justin Coleman, Nico Thorpe, and safeties Bradley McDougall, Tedrick Thompson, Shalom Luani, that's a name, Delano Hill. Why do these guys have names? This is weird. All these names, man. Sebastian Janikowski, or our specialists, are...
Why?
We'll talk about that. So, our kicker, our place kicker, Sebastian Janikowski, Michael Dixon is our punter, and Tyler Ott is our long snapper. These are pretty
So we get rid of... my feelings are hurt, man.
I mean, our last kicker was significantly worse.
He was not, though. If you look at the stats.
If you look at the stats, he missed like 8 or 9 field goals last year.
If
and
you look,
several of those,
he was still one of the top 5 place kickers in the league. Yes, he was.
Blair Walsh?
Look at the stats.
Maybe because we had to kick so much, but he missed so many important kicks.
He did miss important ones, and those are the ones that made him stand out to Seahawks fans. But overall, he was not a bad place kicker. And look what we've replaced him with.
Janikowski's missed.
Janikowski's like 90 years old.
Sure, but he drilled a 55-yarder.
Isn't that the reason why we got rid of Hauschka in the first place?
No, because he was demanding too much money.
I don't like it.
Like, I would have kept Hauschka. If we could have kept Hauschka this whole time, I would have been happy. I loved Hauschka. But, like...
I did too, but
he wanted a lot of money. But this is a better option than Blair Walsh. Blair Walsh, who chokes in every vital moment in existence.
Who did Blair Walsh go to?
He's not signed.
Oh, he's not?
No,
okay.
Nobody wants him. He's trash.
I disagree, but...
Danny said, and he helped us
He did help us a couple years ago. We didn't make the playoffs because of Walsh. We advanced further into the playoffs because of Walsh. Because he missed a field goal because he is trash. The end. Again, when we played the Vikings.
I don't like the fact that we're just getting an older than dirt kicker.
So Adam Vinatieri is like 46.
And he's stayed with the same team, so he's got that loyalty.
He's on his second team.
When did he go to the second team, though?
5 years ago? 6 maybe?
Oh, okay.
Or no, he was on the Colts, and then he's on the Patriots now. Or no, he's not on the Patriots. He was on Colts. Oh no, Vinatieri's been on the Colts the whole time. Who am I thinking of? I don't know. Either way, doesn't matter.
I just think it's a bad idea.
I think it's a better option than Blair Walsh, and we'll probably draft another kicker next year.
I disagree.
You disagree with what part?
I think we should have kept. I think Walsh would have been just as good.
I mean, you don't have to be agile or young to be a kicker. You just have to have that leg strength.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
And he drilled a 55-yarder, which Walsh couldn't hit all year last year.
We'll see. We'll see.
We will.
I hope halfway through the season you can look at me on the podcast and say, hey, remember when you thought that Janikowski was a bad idea?
I mean, I still don't think it's a great idea, but I think it's a better idea than having Walsh. But also, his nickname is Seabass, and we're the Seahawks, so it just made sense.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it all better. That's
It
gonna take us to the playoffs for sure.
Chunk says Walsh chokes in key moments. Which
He does choke in
and
key
that's
moments, but
horrendous.
Janikowski does too. So, we'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I absolutely hope I'm wrong. Absolutely, positively hope I'm wrong. Yeah, Mom, we are going to get into that. We're going to cover the school teacher strike. That is on our list.
So next up, baseball. Now
this is
a little bit old, but
it's from this morning.
It's
before today's games.
Yeah. So we are now 5.5 games back behind Oakland as we lost today in alarmingly disgusting fashion. Why do we still have Felix?
I don't know. Felix needs to go back.
Can we cut him and
to
do
the bullpen.
4?
No, you know what? He needs to go back to the bullpen. He was okay in the bullpen. He vowed, I'm going to be a starter. I'm going to be back in the starter.
Which
and look what happens. We get him back in the starter and he fucks us up. Felix, you're no longer the king.
He is more the jester.
I concur.
The AL East, Boston is ahead of the Yankees by 7.5 games. Central, Cleveland's 14 games ahead of Minnesota. Jesus. Astros are 2.5 games ahead of the A's, so that means they're 7 games ahead, 8 games ahead of us. I don't know if they won today or what happened today, so I don't know. The Braves are 3 games ahead of the Phillies in the NL East. In the Central, the Cubs are 4.5 games above St. Louis. In the NL West, the D-backs and Dodgers are tied for first with, oh my goodness, I'm missing part of my page.
So you cut off the Dodgers. And the Dodgers...
Something about the Dodgers.
Tied for first with?
The Dodgers with something games behind. It's on the floor.
Atlanta?
I don't know. Colorado half a game behind.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, Arizona and Los Angeles are tied at first with Colorado a half a game. That's a close division. Division.
I mean, yeah. Although they're all, I guess they're all doing pretty
Don
good
Romney,
now,
currently we're talking baseball. We just went through our idea of how our Seahawks are going to go for the season. Awkward moment of silence.
Yep, that happens sometimes. Yeah, so I'm done with sports.
And now that we skipped through the timeline, I don't know where we're at.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Distracting us. And Sean. Screw you, Sean.
Screw you, Sean. Holy crap, I'm looking at these pages and I'm not looking forward to getting to any of them. Moving on to politics. I know Brooks doesn't want us to talk politics, so we're going to try to get through it real quick. But there's some important stuff going on that we really need to cover.
Bold prediction. Although I think you're right. They probably get 5 or 6.
Yeah, Browns probably will get 6 wins.
Their division's also falling apart around them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
As soon as... I know Le'Veon Bell's going to move to a different team next year. He has to.
Yeah, he does.
He
deserves
it. He's been franchise tag 3 seasons in a row, and being the best running back in the game right now, or in my opinion, he deserves better than that.
I think every other team's just
commitment.
kind of waiting to see how his attitude is and his off-the-field antics this year.
Care. I think any team.
Then why hasn't anybody...
Any team without a good... I think the Seahawks would jump on signing him if they could.
I don't know.
Because we need a reliable running back.
We do need a reliable running back.
And we
that
got Chris Carson, but he's broken. We got CJ Prosise, but he breaks. We got all these players who are theoretically really good, but they keep breaking.
Right.
And then we've got Rashad Penny. We don't know how well he's going to do. He's injured already.
Yeah.
He's out week 1, I think.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Crystal Mason, that's you.
Oh, all right.
You want to take a break? You need a break?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll skip that. I'll go into the border
I also
Border
haven't read
passport
this
issue.
one.
Huh?
I also didn't read this one.
Border passport issue. Credit goes to Kevin Seif of the Washington Post. Editor's note, during the report of the story, the State Department declined to provide figures on passport denials. After publication, State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert issued a statement challenging the accuracy of the article and offered data on passport applications along the southern border region. That information has been added to the story. Far, Texas. On paper, he is a devoted U.S. citizen. His official American birth certificate shows he was delivered by a midwife in Brownsville at the southern tip of Texas. He spent his life wearing American uniforms, 3 years as a private in the Army, then as a cadet in the Border Patrol, and now as a state prison guard. But when Juan, 40, applied to renew his U.S. passport this year, the government's response floored him in a letter. The State Department said it didn't believe that he was an American citizen. As he would later learn, Juan is one of a growing number of people whose official birth records show they were born in the United States, but who are now being denied passports. Their citizenship suddenly thrown into question. The Trump administration is accusing hundreds and possibly thousands of Hispanics along the border of using fraudulent birth certificates since they were babies, and it is undertaking a widespread crackdown. In a statement, the State Department said that it, quote, has not changed policy or practice regarding the adjudication of passport applications, adding that the U.S.-Mexico border region happens to be an area of the country where there has been a significant incidence of citizenship fraud. But cases identified by the Washington Post and interviews with immigration attorneys suggest a dramatic shift in both passport issuance and immigration enforcement. In some cases, passport applicants with official U.S. birth certificates are being jailed in immigration detention centers and entered into deportation proceedings. And others, they're stuck in Mexico, their passports suddenly revoked when they try to re-enter the United States. As the Trump administration attempts to reduce both legal and illegal immigration, the government's treatment of passport applicants in South Texas shows how U.S. citizens are increasingly being swept up by immigration enforcement agencies. Juan said he was infuriated by the government's response. I served my country, I fought for my country, he said, speaking on the condition that his name not be used so that he wouldn't be targeted by immigration enforcement. The government alleges that from the 1950s through the 1990s, some midwives and physicians along the Texas-Mexico border provided U.S. birth certificates to babies who were actually born in Mexico. In a series of federal court cases in the 1990s, several birth attendants admitted to providing fraudulent documents. Based on those suspicions, the State Department during the George W. Bush and Barack Obama administrations denied passports to people who were delivered by midwives in Texas's Rio Grande Valley. The use of midwives is a long-standing tradition in the region, in part because of the cost of hospital care. The same midwives who provided fraudulent birth certificates also delivered thousands of babies legally in the United States. It has proved nearly impossible to distinguish between legitimate and illegitimate documents, all of them officially issued by the state of Texas decades ago. A 2009 government settlement in a case litigated by the American Civil Liberties Union seemed to have mostly put an end to the passport denials. Attorneys reported that the number of denials declined during the rest of the Obama administration, and the government settled promptly when people filed complaints after being denied passports. But under President Trump, the passport denials and revocations appear to be surging, becoming part of a broader interrogation into the citizenship of people who have lived, voted, and worked in the United States for their entire lives. We're seeing these kind of cases skyrocketing, said Jennifer Carrero, an attorney in Houston who is defending dozens of people who have been denied passports. In its statement, the State Department said that the applicants who have filed birth certificates filed by a midwife or other birth attendant suspected of having engaged in fraudulent activities, as well as applicants who have both a U.S. and foreign birth certificate, are asked to provide additional documentation establishing they were born in the United States. Individuals who are unable to demonstrate that they were born in the United States are denied issuance of a passport, the statement said. The State Department initially declined a Washington Post request for statistics on passport denials. To ensure the integrity of the passport, the department does not publish fraud trend statistics, said a State Department statement. But after the publication of the Post report on August 29th, the State Department challenged the findings and issued data on August 31st suggesting passport denials were the lowest level in years. A document labeled Domestic Issuance Denials along the southern border involving potentially fraudulent birth documents said that in 2017, 971 people, or 28% of those in the category, were denied passports, a smaller percentage than any of the 4 previous years. The State Department's domestic passport denials are at the lowest rate in 6 years for midwife cases, said State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert in a statement after the story was published. But those numbers appear to leave out key data. The State Department declined repeated requests from the Post for additional information. In the majority of cases reviewed by the Post, passport applicants delivered by midwives in South Texas received repeated requests for additional documentation, but never received formal denials from the State Department. The State Department did not respond to requests for statistics on these cases. The State Department also would not provide details on who falls into the category of potentially fraudulent birth documents along the southern border, which it included in its data sheet. In some cases reviewed by the Post, U.S. military veterans and other Americans with birth certificates from cities hundreds of miles from the border were also denied. It is unclear whether such cases would be included in the newly published statistics. When Juan, the former soldier, received a letter from the State Department telling him it wasn't convinced that he was a U.S. citizen, it requested a range of obscure documents, evidence of his mother's prenatal care, his baptismal certificate, rental agreements from when he was a baby. He managed to find some of these documents, but weeks later received another denial. In a letter, the government said the information did not establish your birth in the United States. I thought to myself, I'm going to have to seek legal help, said Juan, who earns $13 an hour as a prison guard and expects to pay several $1,000s in legal fees. Excuse me. In a case late August, a 35-year-old Texas man with a U.S. passport was interrogated while crossing back into Texas from Mexico with his son at the McAllen Hidalgo Reynosa International Bridge, connecting Reynosa, Mexico to McAllen, Texas. His passport was taken from him, and Customs and Border Protection agents told him to admit that he was born in Mexico, according to documents later filed in federal court. He refused and was sent to the Los Fresnos Detention Center and entered into deportation proceedings. He was released 3 days later, but the government scheduled a deportation hearing for him in 2019. His passport, which had been issued in 2008, was revoked. Attorneys say these cases where the government's doubts an official birth certificate lead to immigration detention are increasingly common. I've had probably 20 people who have been sent to the detention center, U.S. citizens, said Jamie Diaz, an attorney in Brownsville. Diaz represents dozens of U.S. citizens who were denied their passports or had their passports suddenly revoked. Among them are soldiers and Border Patrol agents. In some cases, Immigration and Custom Enforcement agents have arrived at his clients' homes without notice and taken their passports away. I'm not going to read the rest of the article. We'll link it. I think that's enough to stir up controversy.
Yup.
So basically, U.S. citizens, if they're of Mexican or Hispanic descent and go visit their family, may be denied entry back into the United States, even though they have a passport.
That's... I don't even want to get back into this conversation because I'm already mad about it. I'm done being mad about stuff for today. I'm tired.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting.
Well, equally disgusting, if not super friggin' weird. Crystal Mason, a Texas woman who unintentionally voted illegally, was sentenced on Thursday to 10 months in prison for violating the terms of her release. For a felony conviction. In March, she had been sentenced to 5 years for the actual voting. The ruling after Crystal Mason voted with a provisional ballot in the 2016 election after the pleading guilty at the urging of her mother. Mason had been sentenced to 5 years in prison in 2011 after pleading guilty to tax fraud, and at the time of the election she was on supervised release. She said she was unaware that Texas law prohibited felons on supervised release from voting and that no one at the polling place tried to stop her. But state prosecutors said that Mason had signed a provisional ballot affirming her eligibility to vote, and a Texas judge separately found her guilty in March of violating state law and sentenced her to 5 years in prison. So she was sentenced to go back to prison for voting because she just got out of prison. and she didn't know. Does that seem right to you guys? I mean, I get that she shouldn't have voted, but I feel like she honestly didn't know. She literally just got out of prison. So, I don't know.
Right. Figured probably since she was out of prison, she got her voting rights back.
You would think. I mean, like...
You don't get your voting rights back until you're off paper. But, and I think you still have to go and register.
Yeah, I mean, she probably did register. She probably already was registered, honestly.
Right. So she just assumed
she
that
probably
since she
got her
got out of
ballot.
jail, she was
Yeah.
legit.
Because, I mean, she...
Does she deserve time? No.
No, they should talk to her. And her vote probably didn't matter anyways.
So you know what? It's...
I mean, it matters. Her vote matters, that's what I meant. But, like, in Texas, do you think either way she would have voted, it would have actually changed the outcome of that state's vote?
Her individual, no. But I'm going to be a conspiracy theorist for a moment and say the reason why they did it is to scare anybody who's ever been to jail
out of voting.
Out of voting.
It's possible.
Because we know who hasn't been to jail, the people that can afford attorneys to keep their butts out of jail.
Yeah.
Or pay off the judges. And who are those people?
Trump. Maybe.
The top 10th of the 1%
that's
beating up the rest of the 99%.
Although I still think Trump has zero money, is strictly in debt.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Michael, how you doing over there?
I'm doing all right. Trying to keep with the chat and keep them going. They all of a sudden went quiet for a little bit.
It's because we started talking politics. And everybody's like, "Yeah, fuck this."
But I says, and she had to have known.
Huh?
Conk, Dan.
So what?
I say she had to have known. To what Anthony was saying.
I need to refresh my chat because the last thing I see is Kunk said
that.
I know you moved on to baseball.
He said, I say she had to have known that
mine says
she
49ers. It's the last thing on mine.
You know, I can assume that...
I mean, she might have known, but either way, do you really think that whether or not she knew she deserves to go back to jail for that? Is it a felony? Why is it a felony to vote? It's just against the terms of her release. Why is that against the terms of her release? Was it written specifically on her paper that she could not vote?
And if they know her vote didn't count, why didn't they just delete her vote?
Why didn't they just
show up at her house and say,
you
weren't supposed to vote, right? Don't do it again.
There's no reason for her,
it shouldn't.
If she was a convicted felon, then it should have shown up as a red flag in the system and just not counted.
I agree.
It makes no sense.
I agree. Is it getting windy outside?
Sounds like it because I keep hearing that.
Wow. Well.
My roommate's riding home. Oh no, he Ubered today. I was hoping that he was riding his bike home from work and it would just tip him over.
Why?
Because I hate him.
Why do you want you hate your roommate?
I hate him.
Then why do you even have a roommate that you hate?
Because I've known him for 23 years. 21
Yeah, I agree, Dan. She shouldn't go to jail for it. Like I said, I think they're trying to make it's Texas, and it's a black woman.
Use her as an example. Oh, I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, she's a black woman.
That. I was gonna write down in a circle and black, white, and I'm kind of glad you left out the fact that it was a black woman because even because black and white is going to change people's perception. Yeah, it's just stupid.
Regardless, she shouldn't have gone back to jail, but I think they're trying to make an example out of it.
Yeah. So. I lost the back page of this, so.
Oh. Good job.
I don't think I lost it. I think it's gone with the wind.
Well, according to my timeline, since we skipped around, we're on DeVos now.
God.
Yeah.
But before we get to that, so you can take a break.
I'm trying to leave in 10 minutes. We're
going to do a moment of silence for a man that I absolutely respect, even though I didn't always agree with. Oh, we got a caller.
This is a moment of silence. Why are you calling?
Oh. Hi, Mom. You're on the air.
Really? Oh, it's Dad.
Oh, hi, Dad. You're on the air.
Okay. I just want to read one paragraph. I know we're not reading, and I got the timing wrong, maybe, but let me. So, as one of America's
this is echoing.
Influential Republican politician operatives, Paul Weyrich said in 1980, quote, "I don't want everybody to vote. Elections are not won by a majority of the people. They never have been from the beginning of our country, and they are now not. As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections, quite candidly, goes up as the voting populace goes down." Okay, I'll get off the air now.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Just for future reference, when next time you call in, if you muted the podcast in the background, it doesn't echo for everybody else.
Yeah, you had a pretty good echo. You still there? Okay.
Oh,
Hang up.
he was done.
He was done.
Thank you for calling in, and I appreciate that because
Thanks, Pops.
I agree that they are trying to suppress our votes.
Yep.
You didn't end the call.
I didn't end the call. We're still getting used to this whole phone thing. So we're gonna pull up a graphic.
Just a general phone thing, though. You just end the call.
Look, I'm not used to having a house phone. Okay, when somebody says okay, bye, I just put my phone back in my pocket.
All right. Generally, it hangs up well.
Senator John McCain, one of my a person that I respect a lot, even though I didn't always agree with him. I know there's been a lot of criticism going around about the lefties that are all of a sudden have the bleeding hearts. I've always respected the guy. I am a lefty. Yeah, my dad should. I'm trying to convince my dad, and he's gonna start getting involved in the podcast. So, I think he's gonna become a strong part of the team as soon as we get some gear. So I have a permanent setup because right now we're kind of piecing stuff together when our people can be available. I don't have all of the gear myself yet. But once we have a permanent studio here, I'm plan on making my Pops a regular fixture. So appreciate that. So go ahead and pull up the graphic. We're going to take a moment of silence. So before John McCain passed away, he wrote a final letter to America. You may have heard it, you may have read it, but I think it is absolutely vitally important because I believe that I'm a patriotic person. I love this country, partially because of the diversity that we have in this country and the fact that we can all have different opinions, but at the end of the day, we're all Americans. So I'm going to read this letter. It was read aloud by his former campaign manager, Rick Davis. This is John McCain's, basically his goodbye letter to America. And I'm going to get emotional, so bear with me. John McCain died recently at the age of 81. He took subtle aim at President Donald Trump while emphasizing a long-held approach to setting aside partisan divides. My fellow Americans, whom I have gratefully served for 60 years, and especially my fellow Arizonians, thank you for the privilege of serving you and for the rewarding life that service in uniform and in public office has allowed me to lead. I've tried to serve our country honorably. I've made mistakes, but I hope my love for America will be weighed favorably against them. I've often observed that I am the luckiest person on earth. I feel that way even now as I prepare for the end of my life. I've loved my life, all of it. I've had experiences, adventures, friendships enough for 10 satisfying lives, and I am so thankful. Like most people, I have regrets, but I would not trade a day of my life in good or bad times for the best day of anybody else's. I owe this satisfaction to the love of my family. One man has never had a more loving wife or children he was prouder of than I am of mine, and I owe it to America to be connected to America's causes. Liberty, equal justice, and respect for the dignity of all people brings happiness more sublime than life's fleeting pleasures. Our identities and sense of worth were not circumscribed, but are enlarged by serving good causes bigger than ourselves. Fellow Americans, that association has meant more to me than any other. I lived and died a proud American. We are citizens of the world's greatest republic, a nation of ideals, not blood and soil. We are blessed and are a blessing to humanity when we uphold and advance those ideals at home and in the world. We have helped liberate more people from tyranny and poverty than ever before in our history, and we have acquired great wealth and power in the progress. We weaken our greatness when we confuse our patriotism with tribal rivalries that have sown resentment and hatred and violence in all the corners of the globe. We weaken it when we hide behind walls rather than tear them down, when we doubt the power of our ideals rather than trust them to be the great force for change they have always been. We are 325 million opinionated, vociferous individuals. We argue and compete and sometimes even vilify each other in our raucous public debates. But we have always had so much more in common with each other than in disagreement. If we only remember that and give each other the benefit of the presumption that we all love our country, we will get through these challenging times. We will come through them stronger than before. We always do. 10 years ago, I had the privilege to concede defeat in the election for president. I want to end my farewell to you with a heartfelt faith in Americans that I felt so powerfully that evening. I feel it powerfully still. Do not despair of our present difficulties. We believe always in the promise and the greatness of America because nothing is inevitable here. Americans never quit. We never surrender. We never hide from history. We make history. Farewell, fellow Americans. God bless you, and God bless America. I wish every human in America had the chance to write a farewell, but would also have the ability to open their mind and open their heart and realize that we are an amazing country because we are built on an idea, because we are built on a thought that regardless of what our differences are personally, we can still be a great nation together.
I wish the rest of the country felt the same way.
I wish every American felt that way. To me, I think this might be the most powerful statement that we have literally had in today's lifetime. Patriotic statement. I wish he would have done this as a video. I really wish he would have. Because I would make it my dying goal to make sure it goes viral. I think it's some of the most amazing words, patriotic words that have been spoken that I can remember. And it's simple, it's to the point. And if you stop to think of how many nations across the world, how many countries across the world that we have ended tyranny and poverty in, there's still a lot of work to do.
There's probably still that we've also caused that with as well, unfortunately.
Yes and no. I mean, there's none that we have blatantly caused.
Oh, no. I mean, we haven't, gone in there being like, let's cause poverty and war, but we've definitely devastated some nations in our time.
Why, though?
I don't know. Why did we devastate Iraq?
Because Iraq was devastating itself and we thought we were making it better?
I don't think we ever thought we were making it better.
I think our soldiers thought that they were.
No, absolutely. But why did we go in the first place? I agree with this statement completely. I'm not detracting from that. I'm just saying that we've also done a great amount of not so great things. And we can't forget those either because they're part of our history.
Right. No, I don't disagree. But
we aren't as...
We don't always have the best...
As much as I'd like to say we're the greatest nation, I think we're just like a lot of other nations. We are a great nation. I think we have a lot of work to do to be better.
We always will have a lot of work to do to be better, and that's what makes us the greatest nation. Because for the most part, the majority of our citizens understand that. We have a lot of stupid people in this country.
Well, I mean, those people who wanted to make America great again didn't really make America great again.
Well, those people that wanted to make America great again believed in the same ideal that John McCain spoke of in his farewell letter. Trump sold a lie. He sold a lie. There are a lot of things that need to change. We need patriotic leaders. How many people in the Senate and the House are patriotic leaders?
Oh.
And how many of them are getting back pocket money and they're doing it for the financial status? Or they're doing it for the welfare after they retire?
Of them.
How many Jamie Herrera butlers do we have that don't give a shit about the people that they
A
represent?
lot. They give a shit about money. Anyways, I need to take off. I will leave my equipment here and I'll pick it up at some point in the future. I've got a very early morning tomorrow. I gotta be up at like 6:30. Things should all be closed tomorrow. I will explain what I'm doing later.
Labor Day, definitely.
I will
should be closed.
explain what's going on later. But
Okay.
I cannot today.
Okay.
All right. I will see everybody later. I don't know. You can. I don't know.
I've got the Hollywood drama.
Yeah, have fun.
I've got it.
It's drama. All right. See you guys later.
It's drama. Oh,
Good
do
night.
you have the school stuff?
I didn't have that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Wow. I did have that.
You did.
Ignore me.
But you don't have it in order. Son of
I
a bitch!
disordered it super hard.
Son of a bitch!
See you guys.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Michael.
Bye.
Who's still watching?
We still got 10 viewers. Who's still watching?
Give everybody shouts outs while I try to
Which over? There we go.
I got it. Go ahead.
Alright. Shout outs. Commander Root still here. Decaf Smurf. FunkShop. Poggers Blaster. Make sure I said that right, not Pogger. Slow Cool. Still here. Smith 822. Spartan Killer 52. The Old Mom. Tina 122305. VNK. Virgo Pros. And, well, Yolanda's house. I think she fell asleep.
Probably.
With the, being in on there, so.
Probably. Thank you, Michael. Once again, if you're watching us,
make sure that you click on the heart.
Right about there, yeah.
Click on the heart up here. Follow us. If you have Amazon Prime, link your Amazon Prime and subscribe to our page. Go get some bits. And if you like something that you see us talk about, go ahead and bid us in chat. Real quick, we're almost done, I promise. I want to address the teachers who are striking locally. Evergreen School District, Vancouver School District, Battleground School District, I believe Hawkinson, Ridgefield, all local teachers. Sounds like they've come to an agreement, at least for Vancouver School District, so they will be returning to school on Tuesday. But I want to read something again. And the credit this time goes to Tina Woolgamuth, a teacher in Clark County. I happen to have been a senior when she was taking her internship many moons ago. So I remember Miss Woolgamuth. Bump. She wrote, when you read statements from district offices that state there is no money and it's the teachers that are greedy, please remember this. The money is there, but many do want to keep it in reserve, yet retain their salaries. Did you know there is an admin assistant, in parentheses, she wrote secretary, in DO at EPS who makes $83,000 a year? That is more than I make with 27 years and a master's. Here's the article. Washington is one of 12 states where superintendents are now the highest paid government employee in the country, earning compensation in the mid six-figure range. It's often 10 times what their teachers get paid and often double the salaries governors get to run entire states. The rising pay for school supers is happening as states and school districts are slashing budgets in the face of record deficits. It's becoming increasingly typical for school superintendents to get super pay packages larded with retention or longevity bonuses, lucrative health care, annuities, and retiree benefits that pay up to 80% of salary. They can also win additional perks like money for their child's college education, doctorate degrees, cars, parking garages, cell phones, travel, membership fees, even for unused vacation days. The super pay comes as taxes continue to rise. Federal, state, and local taxpayers paid $634 billion nationwide for public elementary and secondary education in fiscal 2015. For the state of Washington, state and local taxes came to $36.2 billion. These are our tax dollars. Corporate CEO compensation and bailouts are being scrutinized by Wall Street, shareholders, activist groups, and institutional investors like pension funds. School superintendent pay is often not subject to the same righteous oversight. CEOs are paid by private companies. School superintendent compensation is paid for by the taxpayers. Superintendent pay deserves an extra level of public scrutiny. Our teachers deserve better. And here's some facts, by the numbers. Evergreen's previous superintendent's existing salary, not including benefits, is $375,064. VSD superintendent, it's Vancouver School District, for the 2017-2018 salary, not including benefits, $311,619. Evergreen's current superintendent, 17-18 salary, not including benefits, $232,523. Battleground superintendent for the 2017-2018 salary, not including benefits, $221,993. Camas, $171,480. Ridgefield, $171,152. Hawkinson, $133,193. This is how much the annual salaries for the superintendents of these school districts are making. Now, Governor Jerry Brown of California, $173,987. Governor Kate Brown of Oregon, $98,600. Governor Jay Inslee of Washington, $166,891. Governor Andrew Cuomo, New York, $179,000. These governor salaries are as of June 2018. So in many cases, the superintendents, like Evergreen and Vancouver school districts, are making as much as 3 times or more than governors who are running a whole state. Now, I'm not trying to take away from anybody that works in the school industry, but come on, superintendents. We rely on our children's teachers to teach our children how to become productive members of society. If the teachers don't feel like productive members of society because they're being shattered on, then how can we expect them to teach our kids to be productive members of society? There's a 5-year-old that is very important to me who starts kindergarten in a few days. She was supposed to start a few days ago. And she will be going all day. Kindergartners no longer have a half day. She will be one of 33 kids in a classroom. Probably 75% of which have never been in an educational environment before. She will be expected to read, write, and know her numbers fluently by Christmas break. And there are 6 classrooms of over 30 kindergarten kids. Each classroom has 1 teacher, and there will be, from what I understand, there will be a few associates roaming between the classrooms. That's absurd. Absolutely absurd to think that our teachers are making fractions of what the superintendents are making while having to be mentors, while having to be babysitters, while having to be probably shit and piss cleaners, snot-nosed wipers, being pushed to teach our kids how to read, how to write, how to talk correctly, teach them manners, teach them basic people skills, because everything we really need to learn in life we learned in kindergarten, right? So we're now pushing our kids harder than ever, which means there's a lot more pressure on teachers than ever, but we can't give our teachers a livable wage because superintendents are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Something's wrong with that math. So just wanted to get that out there, out in the open. Thought it was important.
So, what is it? Dan?
Yeah.
Dan says that's crazy, making more as a superintendent than a state governor.
Right. And the school year is not even all year long.
Yeah. And mismanaging funds is what's going on.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm really mad at my phone because it won't update chat properly.
Oh, don't worry, mine's still stuck on 49ers. When Sean said go 49ers, you're still stuck on that for like an hour ago.
Jesus. Catch up, Twitch.
And you can close it and restart it, and then it'll freshen up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah.
Hollywood drama. I'm going to run through it real quick. Episodes featuring AJ Argento, in any form have been yanked from the late Anthony Bourdain hit TV show Parts Unknown following accusations of sexual misconduct. CNN confirmed this week that it removed 3 Parts Unknown episodes from its streaming service, CNN Go, as a direct result of allegations former child actor Jimmy Bennett made against Bourdain's girlfriend last month, namely that she'd sexually assaulted him. As TMZ reported, Asia was accused of sexually assaulting a then 17-year-old Bennett and reportedly paid him a settlement of $380,000. She denied ever having sex with him, but photos and texts obtained by TMZ appear to prove otherwise. Rose McGowan recently wrote in an open letter calling on Asia to be better than Harvey Weinstein while seemingly distancing herself from the Italian actress. Do you think that all of this coming out in the headlines might have had something to do with Anthony Bourdain?
I think so. I think it has to do with it, and they waited till afterwards. After
Right.
his death. Like all of a sudden now it's just like showing up. Why didn't they do it while he was still alive, so he can have his word too?
Right. Or maybe he might have. I don't want to put any bad name on the guy's, any bad blood on the guy's name.
Yeah.
Maybe he was involved. Maybe he knew about it and didn't tell anybody.
Right.
Sad, disgusting. Okay, we didn't even cover the DeVos thing, huh? Look up the Nancy DeVos scandal. Basically, she's trying to change the process for universities, colleges and universities, so they cannot investigate rape cases that happen off campus. So basically, say, hypothetical, football player sexually assaults a cheerleader from his team at an away game in a hotel. The university would not be able to investigate that rape and have to leave it up to the local authorities in that town to deal with it, because under Nancy's new proposal, the university cannot investigate it if it didn't happen on campus.
Yeah.
No. All bad.
Bad. No bad.
I mean, her excuse is that these rape accusations are ruining lives. Is rape not ruining people's lives? I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. Did I say is it sexual misconduct if he was 17? Question mark.
It depends on what state.
Yeah. And
So obviously, if she paid him a settlement of $380,000 to keep quiet, something was going on that shouldn't have been.
And your mom says Betsy DeVos or DeVos is Betsy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Betsy DeVos. Fucking crook. Fucking crook. The head of our national education system, who has refused to put her kids into public education system. Also in the news, masked gunmen stormed the home where the hip-hop duo Ray Shremmerd were staying, assaulted a security guard, and made off with the safe. Law enforcement sources tell us 4 armed robbers knocked on the door of San Fernando Valley home at 4:30 a.m. Saturday. We're told the security guard answered, got pistol whipped, and the crooks entered. One source says the men, wearing ski masks, demanded to be taken to the safe in the house, stole the entire thing, and fled. It's unclear at this time what's inside. Slim Jimmy was at home with the time of the break-in, but Sway Lee was not. We're told Sway and Jimmy are staying at the pad, which doubles as a recording studio. Cops are investigating. The home invasions come after a busy couple weeks for robbers and thieves in the same area. Wiz Khalifa, Bella Thorne, Christina Milian, Yasiel Puig, and John Mayer have all been victims of burglaries or attempted burglaries. I wouldn't want to burglarize Puig's house.
Puig? No.
No. I mean, I'm sure he keeps a bat right behind the door.
And probably a couple other doors.
Probably every door.
Every door, probably by his bed.
Could you imagine getting hit by a Yasiel Puig swing? Life bye. Write your goodbye letter.
Right.
Time to go.
Done.
Checking out.
Just got it. Yep. Lights out.
In other news, Cardi B is in a world of trouble and for the first time in her career is facing a crisis. The Bodak Yellow singer is coming under fire from black activists for making fun of 2 of the most revered civil rights leaders in American history. Cardi did a skit for an upcoming show produced by Wild 'N Out star Rip Michaels. The skit was called Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement, and here's how TMZ is describing the skit. Spilling tea with Rosa Parks on the wives of Malcolm X and Jesse Jackson. There's also a jaw-dropping Iggy Azalea sighting. You gotta watch, but fair warning, there are multiple references to MLK's famous infidelities and even the trip to Memphis where he was assassinated. Cardi stepped into the role of Martin Luther King Jr.'s late wife for a skit called Real Housewives of the Civil Rights Movement. Yes, she went there. Spilling tea with Rosa Parks and the wives of Malcolm X and Jesse Jackson. We could play the clip, but I don't think. Are you good? You want to play the clip?
You want to play it? So you mean?
Does it have audio?
I don't know about the audio going through on here.
As long as the audio will go through. Go ahead and play the clip.
We can play the clip. Oh, wait, 1 second.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass. So I've decided to invite the ladies over because nothing can go wrong for Martin in Memphis. So happy that I could get you ladies here so we can talk about this movement. Finally. Yes, we really have to get the women together because you know these men cannot progress without us. We have to be the backbone.
Now, I don't know why none of these hoes are up in here. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I'm here.
Well, I think I should be the leader of this group. You know, my husband have marched in every state and have fought so we could use the same toilet as everybody.
Well, your husband is a hoe.
All these husbands want to sleep with my husband. But it's all right, because I know he marches home to me.
Oh, and Coretta, she thinks she's untouchable, honey. Let me tell you something about Coretta. Everybody done had a piece of Martin. Because I will show you what violence does. I will show you. Okay.
I want you to show. Oh, hell no!
Like, I'm sorry, I thought you guys were fighting for equal rights, and like, I'm pretty sure me fucking Martin Luther King is like a perfect example of that.
That was it. So, a few things bother me about that. The fact that basically was saying that Martin Luther King's work was so that black people could use the same toilets as white people. Whatever Martin Luther King Jr. did with his sex life is not my business. I don't know about the supposed famous infidelity. I never paid attention to it. And not all heroes are 100% heroes. That's a given. But Cardi B you should be ashamed of yourself for that bullshit. If that was scripted, whoever wrote that for you should be ashamed of themselves. That's all. Michael, I wish you would have had the audio on it while it was playing, so you could have heard the references. It's pretty jaw dropping, but
yeah, we gotta figure that part out still.
Yeah, we're still working on that. So once again, you're watching FunkShop TV. I think this is where we have to bring the episode to a close because we don't have anything left to talk about. It's just me and Michael left because everybody else got too tired or had better things to do on their Sunday night. Happy Labor Day, everybody. I'm sure we'll probably be back tomorrow to talk some more shit. You can follow me personally, DJ_Biggs, B-I-G-G-Z, but all I do is play video games. You can follow me on Twitter at DJ Biggs, all one word. Instagram, the same thing. Make sure that you follow, subscribe to FunkShop TV right here on Twitch, twitch.tv/FunkShop TV. Go watch some of the past episodes on YouTube. And if you're really, really bored, go through all of the past videos on YouTube and give them a thumbs up for me. I'll love you forever. Shout out to everybody that was watching tonight. Stephanie, Francisco, my mom, my dad, Daniel. Cunt. Bow tie, motherfucker. Ford is still better. I love you, though. Go Hawks. Everybody be good to each other. Good to yourselves, good to each other. Share some love, stop the hate. All the good stuff.
And appreciate.
And appreciate. Anything you want to say before we Go Tata.
No, actually, basically, you just said it all the words.
All right.
Smile, be positive, love one another. Yeah.
Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown. That will bring everybody down. So don't worry. Be happy. When are we going to get in trouble for copyright? Okay, good night. Bye.
Good night.